that can get the ball down.
Defensively, Eastern Michigan has struggled a bit by the numbers this year. When you look at them on tape, do you see any area that you might be able to gain a little bit of an extra advantage offensively?
At this point, we're just trying to play better on offense, to be honest with you. So hopefully we can, get our run game going, get the passing game going, and play with some great balance today.
When you look at today, knowing you want to get that victory, that first MAC victory, what do you think are the big keys to this one?
Well, I think we got to score some points. I think we got to protect the ball on offense. Obviously, we got to limit the explosive plays on defense, and then we can't give up a big play on special teams.
Head Coach Thomas Hammock, thank you as always for the time. Good luck today against Eastern Michigan.
Thank you, and go Huskies.
We're going to take a quick break. When we return, we'll have the scouting report on today's game. NIU against Eastern Michigan for the last time in the MAC. You're listening to Huskies pregame on the Cosentino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Northwestern Medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you, because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Right now at Old National, we've got this incredible checking offer.
Hey.
Hi.
What?
He's here for the checking.
I love checking.
Okay. You know what? For a bonus that big, fine. Bring on the chicken.
Oh, it's not that type of checking. You just download the app.
Yeah, no, I'm stretching. Where do I sign?
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open a checking account at Old National, official bank of the Big Ten.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Good morning, NIU sports fans. David with Brothers Country Supply. We are proud to sponsor NIU sports and supplying all of your animal needs. With over 50 brands of pet food in stock, you got to check out Wellness. Wellness uses only the best natural ingredients on top of being designed by a team of veterinarians, animal nutritionists, and food scientists. You can feel confident in your choice of Wellness pet food for your four-legged family friend. Come into any Brothers Country Supply location. Save big on Wellness dog and cat food. That's Brothers Country Supply in DeKalb, Ottawa, Morris, Oswego, and Plano. A proud sponsor of all NIU athletics, making a pet's quality of life better every day.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Cosentino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at CosentinoLaw.net.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
This is the Husky Football pregame show presented by Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb, Andy Garcia. Mark Linder here in the booth, Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. Tony Strikes, our producer, back in the network studios. Mark, as we look at this beautiful gray field of Ryerson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Michigan, give me your thoughts. The scouting report on the Eagles.
Hey, the Huskies, they're traveling to Ypsilanti today, and they are already landed. Chris Creighton's 1-4 Eastern Michigan Eagles, the opponent today. Eastern comes in with an offense that can both move the ball and finish drives vertically. So this is a great offensive team. They are a perfect 20 out of 20 in the red zone. So when they get there, they're efficient. They average 377 yards per game on the ground. And between ground and pass, they are pretty doggone solid. Triggerman grad student Noah Kim has full reign over the offense. An offense that ran for 277 yards versus Buffalo last week. Kim's pretty well traveled, guys. Stints at Michigan State and Coastal Carolina. He's hit on 63% of his passes and throws it for over 200 yards a game. He's a running threat, and NIU must contain him. His top 2 targets, let's take a look at Michigan State transfer Terry Lockett with 19 catches, who was third-team All-MAC last year. And check out Nick Devereaux. He has 15 catches and a long ball threat. The Huskies' front 7 must account for their downhill running style of 5'10", 230-pound Dante Miller coming right at them, averaging 88 yards per game is McMillan. Defensively, the Eagles have struggled. They give up 35.5 points a game, 476 yards of offense, 251 on the ground, their 4-2-5 scheme. The Huskies must reestablish themselves in the run game, get back to their identity, mix in some vertical passing, and create some offensive rhythm and consistency today.
Huskies come out to the far side with the state of Illinois, United States of America flag, and also the NIU Husky flag. Huskies in the white road jerseys. Eastern Michigan still about to come out as we get closer to kickoff here in Ypsilanti, Michigan. This has been Husky Football Pregame Show brought to you by Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb. Toyota, let's go places. The coin toss, the keys, kickoff between NIU and Eastern Michigan is next as you're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You've been listening to the Toyota Pregame Show on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. Presented by Costantino Law Firm, Country Financial, FNBO, Northwestern Medicine, Jersey Mike's, Brothers Country Supply, and Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb. The countdown to kickoff is complete. And now, it's time for NIU football on 94.9 WDKB.
When the music matters, when the party has to be perfect, there's only one name, NRG Music. From dream weddings to high-energy corporate events and every celebration in between, we bring the beats, the energy, and the unforgettable moments. Our DJs know how to pack a dance floor and keep it moving all night long. Your event isn't just another gig, it's your big night, and we make it legendary. Book NRG Music today at nrgmusicdjs.com or call 815-793-9426. NRG Music, bringing the energy every time.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists? Been there. Rutted turns? Done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
It's game time on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. Exclusive coverage of NIU football is presented by the Costantino Law Firm. Bringing you the play-by-play of today's game, here's the voice of the Huskies, Andy Garcia.
It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Ypsilanti, Michigan, Rynerson Stadium. They also call it the Factory here. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo, Terry Bonadonna with you. Tony Strikes back in the network studios, getting ready for NIU and Eastern Michigan. The officials coming to midfield. NIU on the far side. The captains for today, Gary Givens, Jelani Williams, Aiden Tweedy, and Quinn Erweiler. I mentioned NIU in the road, white jerseys, white pants, black helmets with the black letters and numbers outlined in red. Eastern Michigan in the home greens with the white letters and the gray numbers. Terry Bonadonna is making his way to midfield. Our referee is Jason Perkins, hoping the mic works with Jason, but Terry is also there as well as we get ready for the coin toss here. And we'll see who will have first possession. Jason Perkins talking to both teams.
Northern Illinois, you're the visiting team. Your call, please. Heads is the call. It is tails. They want to receive. Which way do you want to kick? All right, let's spin this way, gentlemen. Eastern Michigan has won the toss and has elected to receive at the south end zone. Let's play football.
Interesting that they're taking the ball as we go down to Terry Bonadonna, making his way back to the sidelines, and we'll see that defense first for NIU. Yeah, we're trying. See if you can work around there a little, Terry.
Yeah, I'm trying to move position to avoid the static. I'm running out of time. So please just stay with It's a little noisy down here.
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back to you as we take a look at the keys of the game presented by Jersey Mike's. And Mark, what are your thoughts on what you're seeing for these keys?
Too many keys in this football game. Let's take a look at a couple of them. One, NIU must contain Noah Kim. He extends plays with his feet. We saw Daquan Finn do that last week. We'll see Parker Navarro do it next week, but they have to contain Noah Kim. He's really good on the run, both a pass threat as well as a threat to run the football. I think NIU needs to rush for 180 today. NIU's rushed for 203 last year and only about $140 this year. They have to rush for 180. And then how about the importance today of field position? We saw the significance of that last week, both in the kickoff game and the punt game. Field position, who wins that will be a big factor, a big key in today's football game for both teams.
Huskies come out from the far sideline, ready to kick it off. Andrew Glass will kick it left to right. Eastern Michigan again, NIU. Both teams looking for their first conference win. Back deep for the Eagles to our right is Javen Norman, redshirt freshman. He's third in the MAC. He's got 295 yards on kickoff this year. So Norman is not scared to bring it out for Eastern Michigan. Not a bad crowd. It is car show day here, Mark Lindo.
Did you bring yours in? I did not bring mine in today.
I don't think a 2016 Honda Odyssey counts as a car show, but maybe one of the days, maybe in about 30 years it might.
Nor did my 2022 Escape, so we'll just take a look at everybody else's. But I don't want to take a look at this return. Let's make sure that Andrew Glass gets this one into the end zone. Do not want to see any kind of run back by Javen Norman. Let's play some football.
Nice crowd. There are some Husky fans on the far sidelines here today. We are just about to go. Glass runs up, takes it with the right foot, end over end, and Norman's going to go let it out in the back of the end zone. Touchback. Eastern Michigan will start at their own 25, going right to left. And we talked about the quarterback, Noah Kim, 6'2", 185-pound grad student from Centerville, Virginia. He played at Michigan State, started there, then came from Coastal Carolina here. Number one in the MAC with 123 completions. Number one in the MAC with over 1,300 passing yards. So they're going to see the RPO a little bit, Mark. They're going to run the ball. They try to diversify as much as they can.
Probably about 50% RPO, which puts a lot of pressure on your defensive ends and your outside linebackers.
1st and 10 for Eastern Michigan. Kim throws near side. That's caught up to the 30-yard line. Little out pattern. Catch made by Porter Rooks. Tackle made by Jacob Finley on the near side.
Just a little timing pattern, a straight square out, if you will. Hit him right out of the break, right on the hands. As Kim 63% on the year coming in, and that one was an easy pitch and catch.
They'll give him 4 2nd and 6 now for the Eagles up their own 29. Ball set at the near left hash. Kim claps the hands. Hand off McMillan. England to his right, taken down just past the 30. In on the tackles, Philip Maturowski. We'll bring up 3rd and short. It's 3rd and 2 for Eastern Michigan as we just start out this first quarter.
This team is number one. That's right, number one in the MAC in third down conversions. Check this out, how efficient they are. 40%, which leads the MAC. Now, NIU's pretty good on third down defense, just allowing 36% on the year. So these are the strength against strength right here on 3rd and 2.
Kim, handoff, McMillan. England was right. He's taken down. First on the tackle was Jasper Beeler. Gang tackled after that, and it's 4th down for the Eagles. Nice stop from Beeler.
Oh, there's no doubt Beeler made the stop, but there's no doubt Jelani Williams just flat out blew up that play from the defensive end position. He came crashing down. Good read by Williams, and they couldn't pull it out back. Kim couldn't pull it back out to run it himself, and the Huskies get a 3 and out.
The Eagles have had problems in first quarter drives, not scoring a lot. Now see if NIU can come back and get some points on their first drive. And there you see the Eagles wanted the ball first and couldn't do anything with it.
So the Huskies just broke serve right away.
A timeout NIU. Thomas Hammock on the far
timeout on the field. Charge timeout. Northern Illinois. They're first of the half.
I think you see already just how much Thomas Hammock talks about how much important special teams is in this game, and you talked about the field position.
Yeah, that was one of our keys to the game was field position, and the way to start field position is with a stop. A 3rd down and 1, 3rd down and 2 stop against a team converting 40%. And NIU with good team defense. Defensive end, Jelani Williams blows it up, and then Beeler comes and stuffs the run from the inside. But field position is going to be oh so important because their punter, Mitchell Tomasek, averages 47.5 yards per punt. That is big time.
I mean, a 54 of his 188 career punts, he's punted at least 50-plus yards. That's crazy as he sits at his own 19. To our right, waits for the snap. Gets it. No pressure. Able to kick it away. Diari Rogers comes up to the 32, makes the catch up to the 40. Near side at the numbers. Leaps over one tackler and gets into Eagle territory. Nice punt return for Diari Rogers. Good plus there. Going to start in Eagle territory. It's a punt of 38. And Diari Rogers about 14 back.
Timeout on the field. This will be a full media timeout.
Timeout, but again, NIU will have good field position inside Eagle territory when they start this drive after the timeout. With 13-12 to go, first quarter here in Ryerson Stadium, Ypsilanti. No score. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th-string quarterback, and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Husky fans, your NIU Huskies present the Youth Sports Day pregame skills clinic for youth 12 and under with NIU student athletes happening Saturday, October 25th prior to the NIU football game against Ball State. The Youth Sports Day pregame skills clinic is free and open to the public. Registration deadline is Sunday, October 19th. Go to NIUHuskies.com to register or email sportsmarketing@niu.edu. And go Huskies!
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Hey, Husky fans, the Grindhouse Coffee Company is now the official coffee company of NIU Athletics. Go to the grindhousecoffeecompany.com today to order your coffee. That's the grindhousecoffeecompany.com. Go coffee and go Huskies. 13-12 to go first quarter here at Ryerson Stadium in Ypsilanti. No score. Huskies defense gets a stop. NIU will start their first drive inside Eagle territory here. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo, Terry Bonadonna here in Ypsilanti. It's exactly what you want to see. The defense gets a stop, and now you put Brady Davidson, the freshman quarterback, now in his career start, in good field position.
Yeah, you got the ball on the plus side already, the 50-yard line on your first touch. Now, this Eastern Michigan defense that we expect to see mostly a 4-2 scheme. They might go what they call a bear and put a man over center at times. So we'll see that. And there's a lot of man-to-man on the back end. So that's what Brady Davidson will be looking at here today in his second career start, the fine freshman out of Missouri. NIU will run a lot of outside zone scheme today, which allows them to be able to stretch the defense, get guys out of the box, starting with right now 2 backs in this set, 12 personnel, or 21 personnel, I should say.
Here, Lazaro Rogers and Elijah Porter, the running backs in the backfield with Brady Davidson, the freshman. Wait for the snap. Pressure coming. Be a handoff to Rogers, and he'll be stopped for a loss. It was blitz coming. Rogers tried to go to the right, nothing there. A loss of 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd and long for NIU.
Well, they dialed one up early, did Eastern Michigan, as they brought pressure off the edge on that first down play. And just busting that situation up for NIU was their defensive back, Javion Norman.
Teams are going to make NIU throw the ball.
Yes.
Plain and simple, Mark. 2nd and 11. Now Huskies at their own 49. Be a handoff. Lazaro Rogers again, right to the right hash, straight up. Gets back inside Eagle territory, but not much there. Down to the 48. It'll bring up 3rd and 9 for NIU. 12 and a half counting here in this first quarter. No score.
Huskies in script right now, no huddle at all. And I talked about how good Eastern Michigan's offense was on third down. Their defense has really struggled getting off the field. They've given up almost 49% on third down conversions. However, this one's 3rd and 9, a situation that NIU has been in much too often this year, 3rd and long.
Javon Wright, the running back, to the right hip of Davidson. Davidson gets the snap, looking to throw, does, deep. Far side's got a receiver incomplete. Too far. Gary Givens not able to make the catch. Just a little bit too far for Givens. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down for NIU. It's 4th and 9 at the Eagle 49. And the check that, the NIU offense stays on. We'll see what they do here.
Givens had a little bit of separation right there. A little bit too much giddy up on that ball from Brady Davidson on this 4th down play from midfield.
4th and 9. And again, Davidson's got a little pooch kick. Steps back. Puts his left foot to it. It's going to take a Husky bounce, but then it's going to bounce into the end zone. Right in the letter R on the near side of Eastern in the green end zone to our right. So it'll be a touchback for Eastern Michigan. They'll start at their own 20. Huskies got it inside Eagle territory. Start out, just couldn't get it go. And we saw it right there, Mark, in that first drive. We've seen defenses. They're going to make NIU throw the ball. They're not going to let this Husky offense start to go. We saw what Lazaro Rogers did in the first play last week. They're going to put pressure, and they'll put pressure on Brady Davidson throwing the ball.
Well, they certainly will. I'm sure that as this game moves along, Quinn Sanders will have some first down and second down passes rather than that 3rd down and 9 situation there. But I like the fact that they went vertical rather than just something quick into the outside on that play.
1st and 10 for the Eagles at their own 20. Kim has the snap, throws, near side, incomplete. He had McMillan coming out on a wheel route on the near side. It was thrown behind him, incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. That was an open pass. Kim just didn't make it.
Yeah, McMillan is a big guy. Boy, 5'10", 230. He's a graduate student out of Seattle, Washington. Transferred from Weber State, where he was 3rd team all conference last year in the Big Sky. He'll come downhill at you all day long for 18 to 20 carries today.
2nd and 10 for the Eagles. No score here. 11:49 to go first quarter. It's going to be a screen to the far side. McMillan cuts up at the 20, 25, breaks outside past the first down chains. Be a first down for the Eagles past the 30-yard line on the far side on the great turf. They're going to give them the 31-yard line. Be a 1st and 10 for the Eagles. It's a gain of 11. We've seen Dante McMillan. Yes, he's going to run the ball, but he also gets into the passing game.
Well, they got him out in the flat on the screen. They cleared out that side. And once he caught the ball and went north and south, squared his shoulders, he is a ton to bring down as they move the sticks.
Eagles not their own 31 going right to left. It'll be a handoff again, McMillan going right. He's getting tackled right at the 33, 34. At the bottom of the pile for NIU is number 0. That is Alvin Gully Jr. Glad to have him on the coach's show this past week. Good to talk to him. Gain of 3 will bring up 2nd and 7.
Gully, a graduate student from Belleville, Illinois, graduate of Yale University.
In the pistol, Kim, play action. Pressure coming, he's got to roll to his right. Still looking downfield, going to throw it. Far side, incomplete. Good coverage from the secondary from NIU and good pressure from the D-line. They'll bring up 3rd down for Eastern Michigan.
And what they did right there is, even though we've talked about the ability of Noah Kim to run the football and extend plays, he did that in that scenario, but he was not able to turn and square and go upfield. So the Huskies made him throw the football out of bounds rather than create a first down with his feet.
10:48 to go. First quarter, no score. Eagles have it going right to left at their own 34. It's 3rd and 7.
Ja'Shawn Thomas in to rush the quarterback. He's their good speed edge rusher for the Huskies.
Kim gets a snap. Pressure comes. Kim throws it near side, and it's caught. A sliding catch on the near side. That's Benson Prosper. It'll be enough for a first down up to the 46. Gain of 12, and again, the Eagles move the chains.
Yeah, Prosper is a speed guy. He runs some jet sweeps as well. They get him out in spaces. They're trying to play in a hurry. That ball was right on time.
And off McMillan, up the gut. Past midfield, down to the 46. Dante McMillan. Again, Eagles going up-tempo.
After a big play, teams like to get right back up there, not allow a sub, and keep the momentum.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 2 for the Eagles. Play action. Kim looking to throw a little pump fake. Now rolls to his right. Caught McMillan on the far side in numbers. Taken down quickly, though, on the outside. Nice play again for Beeler. He's had a nice start to the game. No gain on that. It remains 3rd and 2.
Boy, what a great play that was by Beeler. His 18th solo or 19th solo of the year. That one saved a first down at least for one play.
Huskies look like they're going to blitz. They got 5 at the line on a 3rd and 2 for the Eagles at the Husky 46.
Kim changes the play after he saw NIU crowd the line of scrimmage. They got 7 in the box.
9:49 and counting in the first quarter, no score. Kim's going to do the option to the near side, keeps it. He's tripped up. He gets inside the 44 to the 43. It's enough for a first down. Eastern Michigan. We're going to see a little RPO. We're going to see a little option. They ran into the near side, enough for a first down for Eastern Michigan.
That was a straight option, and Kim faked the pitch back and then went north and south, and he knew where the sticks were at. This is a team that last week they had a 99-yard scoring drive. That's right. They had the ball at the 1-yard line, took it all the way down the field against Buffalo and scored, so they can play ball control.
Not only that, a 99, a 96, and a 94 mark. They took it down. On 1st and 10 now at the Husky 43. Kim fakes the jet sweep. He's going to keep it to the near side. Breaks the tackle inside the 40, down to the 35-yard line. Taken down by Jake Gassaway, but not before he gets to the 36 officially. Gain of 7. It'll bring up 2nd and 3 for Eastern Michigan. Just over 9 minutes to go. First quarter, no score. It's the second offensive drive for the Eagles.
Eastern Michigan right now with pretty good rhythm on the inside. Reggie Jean in at the three technique defensive tackle. He's lined up between guard and center for NIU.
James Joyner Jr. now the running back in the backfield with McMillan. It'll be a handoff McMillan right up the gut, past the 30, down to the 25, inside the 24. Give him the 23 for Dante McMillan. Again, just the bowling ball, taking it right up the gut. Again, the Eagles move the chains. This drive continues for the Eagles.
Watching him on tape, I was so impressed with him. I know you saw their game last week against Buffalo. I saw their tape against Kentucky, and he ran right over some Southeast Conference Wildcat defenders.
At the Husky 23 to our left. Ball set just inside the near left hash. Kim, play action's going to throw the screen to the far side. McMillan, he dropped it. He was looking before he caught it. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. That'll slow down the offense here for a second.
And you know what? That was open again. That's the exact same play they ran before. What they do is they go twins to the far side of the field to the right, and they have both those guys in patterns instead of staying back to block. They run them out in patterns, which clears out the Husky defense, and then they throw the ball out in the flat and want McMillan to create in space.
So it's 2nd and 10 for Eastern Michigan at the Husky 23 to our left. 8:12 to go. First quarter, no score. Eagles spread it out. 5 receivers, 3 to the far side. Kim all alone in the gun. Kim claps the hands, gets the snap. He's got time to throw. Now running to his right. Breaks one tackle, still looking downfield, throws it incomplete on the far side. He was looking at Joshua Long. Also, Nick Devereaux was down there. I was Devereaux trying to make the catch. It's too high, incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 10 for Eastern Michigan at the Husky 23.
Yeah, why not look for Devereaux, the grad student out of Troy, Michigan. He has 15 catches on the year, but last week he had 3 for 62 yards and a touchdown. So he will be a go-to guy as well as Benson Prosper, 17, who they will run some jet sweeps to as well.
Eagles at the Husky 23. 8:04 to go, first quarter, no score. Prosper in motion to the far side. Kim gets a snap, throws quickly, near side, caught, and it's made catch, but then Jacob Finley makes a nice tackle, holds him up at the 17-yard line. The catch was made by Rooks, but Finley did not let him go. It'll be 4th down. It's a gain of 5, so it's we'll call it 4th and 5. At the Husky 17. Nice solo tackle that time from Jacob Finley.
Yeah, it was 1-on-1, and Finley just wouldn't let him go. He held on, and they come up short with enough to put the field goal unit on. Rudy Kessinger's 11 out of 15 on the year. Their fine kicker along a 50.
Redshirt freshman's going to try one from 35 yards out. Ball's just set inside the near left hash. To our left. Win not much. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. So Rudy Kessinger hits a 35-yard field goal.
Timeout on the field.
And the Eagles take the 3-0 lead with 7:16 to go in the first quarter. See if the Husky offense can answer right back. Eastern Michigan up by 3 here in the first quarter as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists? Been there. Rutted turns? Done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Northwestern Medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
Husky fans, make sure to grab a Husky Seltz-Up this fall at Husky Stadium or your local retailer. Husky Seltz-Up is a crisp and refreshing cherry lime hard seltzer crafted by Penrose Brewing in Geneva in proud collaboration with NIU Athletics. Bursting with real fruit flavor, it blends juicy cherry sweetness with a zesty lime twist for the perfect game day sip. Proceeds from each can directly benefit NIU Athletics. Penrose Brewing's taproom is open 6 days a week in beautiful downtown Geneva, Illinois. Also, Husky fans, some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. You're in good hands with Allstate. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo, Terry Bonadonna back here in Randerson Stadium, Ypsilanti, Michigan. 7:16 to go. First quarter, Eagles lead 3-0 after a long drive from Eastern Michigan. Mark?
Happened just like this. 14 plays, 63 yards. They had the football 4 minutes and 37 seconds with 7:16 to go in quarter number one. Rudy Kessinger knocked one in from 35 yards out. The Eagles score first here this afternoon in that drive. Their quarterback, Kim, was 5 out of 9, 34 yards on that drive. And he also had a couple balls that he threw away and one ball that was dropped. So he was probably sharper than that 5 for 9 indicates.
Nathan Dibert will kick it away right to left. The Eagles in the home green jerseys. Silver numbers, white letters. Huskies in the road whites. White pants, black helmets. Eagles up 3-0. The sun has really come out now. It was a little bit cloudy to start out. Oh, the sun just shining bright on this gray turf. Beautiful. Max Crosby Field here in Ypsilanti. The factory. The lefty boots it away. End over end. Reynolds is going to let it bounce right at the goal line and go back of the end zone out of bounds. Be a touchback. NIU will start throwing 25.
Yeah, he wanted to run that ball back, but he looked up in the sky and saw nothing but a bright sun in his eyes. Lost track of it, almost like an outfielder on a baseball team. And a good job once he did not track the football correctly, just letting it go. And Huskies will start with a 75-yard field. Huskies thought they played well in the interior. Aiden Sweeney, Roan, Curry, they all played well on the inside. Got to get a little better job from the tackles here today, holding and giving Brady Davidson time to throw the football and negate rushers off the edge for Eastern Michigan.
Huskies 1st and 10 from their own 25, going left to right. Ball set the far left hash. Huskies down 3-0. It'll be a handoff. Chavon Wright going left, pushing the pile forward, up past the 27-yard line. Be a gain to close to 3. Bring up 2nd and 7 for NIU as Chavon Wright and getting back in action.
Chavon Wright came in with 5,190 career yards. That is the number one active rusher in all of college football, the different levels of NCAA football.
And officially say 2nd and 8. Davidson, handoff again right, trying to go left, nothing there. Eagles standing up right at the line. It'd be a loss. Back to the 28-yard line. Let's just say the line of scrimmage. So bring up 3rd and 7 for NIU. At some point, Mark, we talked about this. NIU's got to stretch the field.
Yeah, they were 3rd and 9 on their first drive. This time they are 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, whatever you want to call it. But first down has been an issue for the Huskies, setting up 3rd down and long situations.
3rd and 7 for NIU at their own 28. Down by 3, 6:10 to go first quarter. Given some motion to the far side. Don Davidson rolls to his right, throws Telly Johnson Jr. catch at the 27, breaks one tackle to the 30, stays tiptoeing the near sideline. We'll see just how close he did. He got to the 35. It should be enough. Or they're going to see he's at the 34.
They got him at the 34.5.
Johnson broke one tackle on the screen to the outside here. It's 1 yard short. Huskies at their own 34. It's probably about a half a yard. And NIU is going to keep the offense on the field. Davidson will be one of the receivers.
Got the heavy package in.
Chavon Wright will be the Wildcat quarterback. On 4th and 1, Huskies at their own 34, going left to right. Down 3-0. Applegate in motion to the near side. Javon Wright hesitates, now goes straight forward and has enough for a first down. Up to the 37-yard line. Near right hash. Thomas Amick gambles early, and it pays off.
Well, Javon Wright, he's pretty doggone adept at that particular play because what he does, he's in the Wildcat. That means the Huskies have an extra blocker up front. But what he does is he waits for just about a half a second. Then the defensive line collapses, and then he goes and finds and picks his hole as they're going to go that again. Brady Davidson lined up as a wide receiver, another Wildcat.
Yep. Again, Javon Wright and the Eastern Michigan wants a timeout. They weren't ready. Defensive coordinator Ben Needham
Timeout on the field.
Coach Creighton said, we need a timeout.
Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, Chris
This will be a
Creighton said
30-second timeout.
He's had quite a run here. You know, he's a local guy as far as education. He got his master's degree from Concordia there in River Forest. Your hometown, Terry Bonna's hometown. His 12th year at Eastern Michigan, 27th year coaching. Coach at Wabash, at Drake, 6 bowls at Eastern Michigan. And remember when he did take over, Andy, they were bottom. They didn't even talk the B word, bowls, but he's taken them to 6. Done a great job with this football program.
Quickly, what have you seen so far in what we've seen in this first quarter with the Eagles up 3-0?
Well, I thought the Eagles were exactly what we anticipated offensively. Kim moving the football with his arms and his legs, with his arm and his leg. And, the Billy McMillan get down here for NIU. They dodged the bullet on a couple third down long plays, then went for it on 4th and keep the drive alive.
4:48 to go, first quarter. Eagles up 3-0. Huskies 1st and 10 at their own 37. Davidson gets a shotgun snap. Pass time, looking to throw, does, middle of the field. Caught! Past midfield, it's Gary Givens. He's taken down at the 47-yard line of the Eagles, but a nice pitch and catch. Davidson finds Givens for 16. Move the chains for NIU.
Now that is Brady Davidson. He was in the pocket, poise, and possession. They move the 6 as he threw a dart, a flat-out dart on that crossing pattern by Givens to make that catch.
At the Eagles 47, Huskies going left to right, down 3-0. Ball set right between the hashes. Davidson gets a snap, handoff, Javon Wright going right, past the 45, down to the 40. Javon Wright with a nice run, angling right. Gain of 7 on first down. Now the Huskies have a little bit of momentum.
Well, see that one pass play. That even loosens up the defense even more. Now are they running? Are they passing instead of just play, run? Kelly Johnson in there along with Javon Wright. Huskies with a backfield right now with a couple speedsters in there in those two guys.
2nd and 3 for the Huskies at the Eagles 40. Givens in the slot, far side.
2 safeties for Eastern Michigan. Twin safeties, deep cover 2. They're showing at least.
Rogers in motion to the near side for NIU on the 2nd and 3. Davidson, play action. Looking to throw, does, deep, far side, incomplete. Just out of the reach again from Gary Givens. Had the step on the defender, incomplete, bring up second, check that 3rd and 3 for NIU.
Now what happened there, I mentioned Eastern Michigan was in twin safeties. No, they went one safety. They changed their defensive look, changed the picture on Davidson. And you know what? Davidson, again, that's his 2nd time he's misfired by about 2 yards. But I wish Givens would have laid out for that ball. He laid out for that ball and made a catch rather than catch it in stride.
But you like to see, you got that
Yes.
2nd and short, go for it. Now it's 3rd and 3. Huskies at the Eagles 40, down 3-0. Davidson fakes. Now it's going to go to the right, looking to run. It's going to dive for the first down. Like Superman flying in the air. See if he has enough. Looks like he's a yard short. He got to the 38, so it's going to bring up another 4th down for NIU. 4th and 1.
Tough spot. I thought he got that football with stretching it out over the line to gain, but not so fast, did the referee say on that play. Referee Jason Perkins with a spot.
Under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Eagles up 3-0. Huskies on a 4th and 1, though, at the Eastern Michigan 38 to our right. Ball set near right hash. Javon Wright again, the quarterback in Wildcat. Little hesitation, has the snap, now goes up the middle, able to break some tackles and gets inside the 35. Tripped up at the 33, but enough for the first down. Again, it's the first defender that can't take him down. First down for NIU.
Well, they did there. We talked about Javon Wright last time, waiting for just a second. He did the same thing, but what he did is he took one step to his left. The defense crashed down, then he planted the left foot in the ground and went back to his right for the 3-yard pickup, and the chains are moving.
It'll be Chavon Wright again, the Wildcat quarterback. Davidson, one of the receivers, to Demopoulos on the near side. 1st and 10 for NIU at the Eagles 34. Chavon Wright gets the snap. Again, just going to angle to his right. Tries to break some tackles. Near right hash down to the 31-yard line. Be a gain of 3. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Huskies down 3-0.
Now, I think Chavon Wright, I believe at Charleston, he threw like 8 or 9 passes in his career. If they stay with this package throughout the day, not on this down, but throughout the day, you might see him throw the football out of that Wildcat formation.
2nd and 8 for NIU at the Eagle 32. Just over 90 seconds to go, first quarter. Huskies down 3-0. Davidson back in the gun. He's got Rogers and Porter, the running backs, with him. Be a handoff. Lazaro Rogers trying to cut up at the far left hash. Not much. Got inside the 30. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 5 for the Huskies.
You talked about Porter. You talked about Rogers. You talked about Davidson. What do they have in common? 3 freshmen in the backfield for NIU. 3 freshmen running the offense there for the Huskies.
So it's 3rd and 5 for NIU at the Eagle 29. 2 are right. Under a minute to go, first quarter. Huskies down 3-0. See if NIU convert on 3rd down. Applegate in motion to the far side now in the slot. Davidson gets a snap, looking to throw. Does a little cross pattern inside, incomplete. And a late flag comes in. They were trying to get it to Demopoulos. Late flag. This will go against Eastern Michigan. See if the drive continues.
I called that before they did up here. Didn't Andy Garcia? What happened there is Applegate, if you will, did a nice rub job there, which allowed Demopoulos to get open. We'll see which way the call goes, but that's exactly what happened. I thought I saw the hold on Demopoulos.
Well, it's going against the Eagles.
Yeah, we saw that from up here in real time.
Get the call.
Holding, defense, number 17. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Foul was called on the cornerback, Caleb Dobbs. And now NIU continues the drive at the 20-yard line of the Eagles to our right. 45 seconds to go, first quarter. Huskies down 3-0. Davidson in the gun has Johnson to his right. 1 receiver, check that, 2 receivers on the far side. Givens in motion. Davidson has the snap, has time. He's going to throw it near side, caught inside the 15-yard line, then dragged down as Gary Givens on the near side, outside the numbers. Davidson trying to find Givens, does on that play. They're going to mark him down at the 14. A gain of 6, 2nd and 4 for NIU.
Nice job again by Brady Davidson as he just looks so calm and cool and collected as the Huskies are going to take this ball into the timeout with a drive alive.
The final seconds will run off in this first quarter on a nice drive. Huskies on 2 fourth downs convert to keep it going, and we'll move to the second quarter here in Ryerson Stadium, also known as the Factory in Ypsilanti. Might be the last time we're here for a while. Huskies in their last season in the MAC. Through 15 minutes, it's Eastern Michigan 3, Huskies nothing, but the Huskies knocking at the door. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You work hard to keep your car running and your home safe, so it only makes sense to keep them protected with a company that has your interest at the heart of what they do. That's why turning to Country Financial for your car and home insurance is an easy choice. Country Financial has been providing insurance and protecting families like yours for 100 years. That's the kind of stability you can trust. Our dedicated reps live and work in your communities and are ready to connect you to get you the insurance that fits your needs. Get more from your car and home insurance at countryfinancial.com.
Good morning, NIU sports fans. David with Brothers Country Supply. We are proud to sponsor NIU sports and supplying all of your animal needs. Stop in and check out Open Farm Pet Food. Open Farm is the official dog food for our awesome mascot mission. Open Farm is one of the most ethically sourced and humanely raised pet foods. No matter what your preference is, kibble, canned, treat, freeze-dried, frozen, Open Farm has it for you. Come into any Brothers Country Supply location. Save big on Open Farm dog and cat food. That's Brothers Country Supply in DeKalb, Ottawa, Morris, Oswego, and Plano. A proud sponsor of all NIU athletics, making a pet's quality of life better every day.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Toyota has more all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive vehicles than any other brand. Find your perfect ride, and you'll shine bright day or night. Toyota, let's go places. Also, the Husky Sports Network, presented by the Constantino Law Firm, official law firm of NIU Athletics. We go to the second quarter. Ryerson Stadium here in Ypsilanti. Eagles up 3-0. The Huskies knocking at the door on a nice drive. It'll be 2nd and 5 for NIU at the Eagles 14. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo here in the booth. Let's go down to the sidelines. Terry Bonadonna, what did you see in that first quarter, Terry?
A 4-year started for the EMU women's basketball team. Nikki helped guide the program to new heights, including 2 WNIT appearances. And the first
Sudden, the defense from Eastern had to back off a little bit. It's really interesting right now, checking out the group of running backs that NIU has. We've, of course, seen Telly Johnson, Javon Wright all year. Lazaro Rogers has stepped up the last couple of weeks. Today we've seen Elijah Porter out there. We have not seen Tristan White yet, another freshman, but he is another running back the coaches are high on, who's gotten more and more opportunities in practice, and he's been engaged on the sideline as well. It's just interesting looking at this offensive grouping on the sideline right now, and you don't really have any backups at the moment as far as those running backs are concerned. They're shuffling in and out. I think it's getting to be very interesting offensively, and it's keeping Eastern Michigan on their toes a little bit, and that's opened things up, so the Huskies have been able to move the ball a little bit better as it's gone on. That's what I've seen.
Terry, I want to take a look because it is now sunny out. How much is the sun affecting the play right now, Terry, in the sun?
I don't think very much. I think it's a little bit difficult just because it is continuously going in and out of clouds. So I think the lighting is changing a lot, but at the moment, pretty much straight ahead, so it's not really in your eyes very much on the field. I haven't seen any players complaining about the sun at this point in the game. So I think the only real issue is just the fact that the lighting keeps changing, and that maybe is more an issue for you guys than it is for anyone on the field.
Well, I'll say this too, though, Mark. That's a gray field, so that sun is going to shine off just a little bit differently than what you normally see.
Yeah, a little bit of shine on the field, and hopefully the Huskies shine to get this ball in the end zone. Now, this is a situation. NIU only has 2 touchdowns in the red zone through the first 5 games. So it's all about finishing drives, sustaining blocks, finishing drives. Huskies down 2 linemen today. Thomas Posh, not in uniform, a guy that they obviously are really high on. And Michael Jamar, an up-and-comer, not playing today. So those 2 guys hurt the depth of the offensive line for Luke Mills, Hog guys up front.
So coming out to start the second quarter, NIU will be at the Eagle 14 to our left, 2nd and 5. Right in motion to the far side. And Wright's going to come back to the right hip of Davidson. Telly Johnson to the left of Davidson in the gun. Be a handoff, Javon Wright trying to go up the gut, past the guard, breaks 1 tackle, down to 11, close to the first down, bring up 3rd and 2 for NIU at the Eagle 11 to our left. Huskies down 3-0.
Javon Wright that time showing great resolve, would not go down with a first man. We've talked about that a lot, but the other thing he did was great balance as he spun, did a 360, stayed on his feet. Huskies wholesale substitutions right now on this 3rd down package, and depending on what they do, this could be 4-down territory rather than field goal territory.
You got 2 tight ends, Applegate to the right of the line, Opong to the left. Javon Wright and Elijah Porter, the running backs in the backfield. Davidson in the pistol on 3rd and 2. Handoff, Wright. Can't get by the first part of the defense and taken down for a loss back at the 13. Loss of 2. Nothing opening up on that right side. So it'll be 4th down and 5, and NIU will come try to tie it up from a field goal from Andrew Glass.
Yeah, that's the key to that play. If you would have got any kind of forward surge at all, either pick up the first down or be 4th and 1, you probably would have gone for it. But you actually take a negative play right there, which forces Andrew Glass to come in and hopefully knock this one in. He's 5 out of 6 on the season.
It'll be a 31-yard attempt from Glass to the far right hash to our left. Snap, hold, kick is up. Glass's kick is good. So Andrew Glass comes in, the senior. Transfer from Kent State. Now 6 of 7 on the season on field goals. And we're tied at 3. Media timeout. Ryerson Stadium here in Ypsilanti. Eagles, Huskies tied at 3 with 13:40 to go, second quarter. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Costantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at CostantinoLaw.net.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance agents can help protect your future dreams, like turning your home into an oasis. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
Husky fans, come see why Fatty's is the place to be before and after every NIU home game. And when the Huskies hit the road, Fatty's is your headquarters for away game watch parties. Fall is here, and that means Fatty's new fall cocktail menu is back, featuring favorites like the Crimson Orchard Margarita and our classic cider cocktail. Made with fresh apple cider, it's all happening at Fatty's Pub and Grill on Lincoln Highway in DeKalb. For more information, visit fattyspub.com. Also, Curran Contract, proudly serving the Midwest for 90 years with expertise in asphalt, road building, excavation, and site development. Curran Contracting, building tomorrow together. Andrew Glass just knocked in a 30-yard field goal. 13:40 to go, second quarter. We're tied at 3. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo, Terry Bonadonna here in Rounderson Stadium in Ypsilanti. Tony Strikes back in our network studios. And how about that drive for NIU getting some points?
Well, first off, check this out. I'm going to talk about Eastern Michigan's drive because they went 14 plays, 63 yards. NIU answers 15 plays, 62 yards, 8:36. Andrew Glass knocking it from 30 yards out with 13:40 to go. We're tied here 3-3. But how ironic. 14 plays, 63 yards for the Eagles, 15 plays, 62 yards for the Huskies, both ending in field goals. Coaches happy they put points on the board. Coaches aren't happy they didn't put touchdowns on the board on either side.
And if I'm correct, Huskies converted on 2 fourth downs on that drive.
Huskies, but the big play on that one was the third down and maybe a yard and a half, and the Huskies actually lost a yard and a half on that play, and that's what stalled the drive, forcing Andrew Glass to find kicker to knock one in and tie things up.
Andrew Glass for NIU will kick it right to left after just hitting a 30-yarder.
It's only the third possession for the Eagles. Huskies only had 2 because both teams played ball control on their second possession after going 3 and out on their first possession. So the teams have mirrored each other thus far in this slugfest, if you will.
To our left, waiting for the kick, is Javen Norman, who wears number 27. Huskies, Eagles tied at 3. 13:40 to go here in the second quarter in Ypsilanti.
All about staying in your lanes if this kick is returned. Everybody do your job. Don't get sucked in.
Glass runs up, kicks it high, end over end. Norman is going to come up and catch at the 11. Up to the 15, 20. Near side, taken down quickly. What a tackle that time from number 49 of NIU. That's Devin Hamelmehl, the backup tight end.
Yeah, you talk about a hit on special teams, a difference maker. That was kaboom as he was bearing down him the whole way. They get him inside the 20 to the 18. So it's field position for NIU's defense, plus a big momentum swing when you get a special teams play like that happened for the Huskies.
With that Hamelmehl tackle, Eagles start at their own 18, going left to right. We're tied at 3. 13:36 to go before halftime. Kim, handoff McMillan, cuts in at the right hash, now up to the 25, past that to the 26. They're mark him down after a gain of 8 for Dante McMillan. Finding room on the right side, the near side to bring up 2nd and 2 for the Eagles.
Boy, McMillan was very patient that time. Better to be late than early, sometime reading your blocks. But once he gets going north and south, he will put the hurt on any linebacker that attempts to get in his way.
4 receivers set for the Eagles. Again, a little play action, a little RPO. Kim keeps it, breaks one tackle between the hashes up to the 30. Be enough for a first down. He gained 4. We're going to see a little RPO we talk about. We'll see a little option, but that time he kept it for a first down for the Eagles.
Yeah, a little bit of, they'll option, they'll zone read, they'll RPO. That means it's his offense to run and make decisions in.
First and 10 for the Eagles. Now they're 30 to our left. Ball set right between the hashes. 12:37 and counting in the first half. We're tied at 3.
Maturowski and Erweiler both been relatively quiet here in the first quarter. When I say relative, that's because they've been so stout the first 5 games.
McMillan in motion to the near side. Kim's just going to look for a QB run. He's tripped up. Jelani Williams was able to get some pressure, and then Kim tried to go to his right, and he trips on himself. He's back at the 24. That's going to be a loss. It's a loss of 6. And it'll bring up 2nd and 16 for the Eagles.
And you're right. He also saw, no doubt about it, bearing down on Mark Hensley, 6'3", 290, who's playing better and better on the inside for NIU's defense. Bearing down on Kim as well as the play comes in from the sideline.
Ball back. Eagles at their own 24. 2nd and 16. Going left to right. Kim all alone in the gun, gets a snap. Fakes the screen, out there screen to the near side. It's complete, but not much there, up to the 22. It was McMillan, taken down, though, by Mark Hensley.
Just sung his praises, and he makes the play out in space again. Not many times you see a defensive tackle go ahead and make a play on a pass that's completed, but what that means is Hensley did his job. He stayed right at home.
It's a loss of 2, so it brings up 3rd and 18 for the Eagles. Back at their own 22, going left to right. We're tied 3-3. 11:09 and counting in the first half. Kim gets a snap, has time, pocket holds, throws, far side caught, pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Was Eastern Michigan again. Porter Rooks has been busy, but he's pushed out of bounds well short of the first down. He gained 15. Dante Harrison pushed him out of bounds, so it's 4th down. Eagles start the punt.
Well, the frustrating part is they got 15 yards. The good part is the job of the defense is to force the other team to punt. Huskies did just that. Harrison gave enough of a cushion that he allowed the catch, but he did not allow a first down.
It's 4th down and 4 for the Eagles at their own 37. Tomaszak gets the punt away. It's a line drive low kick. Takes a couple bounces. Picked up by Rogers. Breaks one tackle at the 20 to our right. Up to the 25, breaks another tackle up to the 31-yard line near left hash. D.R. Rogers again. I like seeing him make some punts and get some run out of it. He was able to get a 13-yard run back on that punt for D.R. Rogers. And we should get a timeout here, I believe. Yes, we do. We'll take the timeout as well. So NIU gets it back. See if they can take the lead. 10:22 to go, second quarter here from Rynerson Stadium in Ypsilanti. We're tied 3-3, Huskies and Eagles. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists? Been there. Rutted turns? Done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Being game day ready means bringing the die-hard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go. With the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies. Every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card. Only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at FMBO.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Northwestern Medicine is on a relentless pursuit of better healthcare. Help keep you in the game. Also, Jersey Mike's uses only the highest quality of meat. Sliced right in front of you. Piled high with the freshest toppings. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. 10:22 to go, second quarter in Rynerson Stadium here in Ypsilanti. NIU 3, Eastern Michigan 3. Huskies get the ball back. They'll start at their own 32, going right to left. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo, Terry Bonadonna here at the stadium. Tony Strikes back in our network studios. And now, Mark Lindo, we've seen this Husky defense get some stops. Now the offense has an opportunity to take the lead.
Well, I think we might see on this series And no, I'm not privy to any information, but I think you might see Brady Davidson go vertical on an earlier down in this situation. He's 3 out of 5. He's taken a couple shots downfield, have the Huskies. And now it won't be on this play because Jalen Macon in for his package that the Huskies ran 2 times last week.
Macon, 6'5", 230 pounds, redshirt junior from Nashville, Tennessee. The transfer from Arkansas Pine Bluff, his second year with NIU. He did play against the Miami, 2 carries, 6 yards.
Huskies double tight ends right now. So 12 personnel, 1 back, 2 tight ends.
Jalen Macon, his first drive, gets a snap. Hand off to right, going right between the hashes. Rugby pile, close to the 34-yard line. Gain of 2 for Chavon Wright. 2nd and 8 for NIU. Just over 10 minutes to go before halftime, tied at 3.
That's such a big pile. Evan Melchor, one of the last to get up, playing his 25th consecutive start. He was your guest on the show the other day. What a fine young man he is.
Hey, you're missing out if you're not listening to the Inside Husky Football with Thomas Hammond Coaches show on Wednesdays 12 to 1. Melchor and Gully were really good this week. 2nd and 8 for NIU at their own 34. Little RPO, making fakes, now drives, cuts up at the right hash, gets tripped up at the 39. It'll be a gain of 5. So bring up 3rd and 3 for NIU. You see Jalen make a little fake of the handoff going right. That's what he's going to do, right? That's what he's in for, his legs. So it's 3rd and short for the Huskies at their own 39. 9:24 and counting, first half. We're tied at 3.
Yeah, Juan Sales in space, number 4, their corner, with a first down saving tackle there on Jalen Macon.
Macon in the guns, got right to his left. Now puts in motion, that's Rogers. Macon gets a snap, just goes up the gut, tries to get close to the first down. He's up to the 42, and they're going to give him the first down.
How many close ones have we had here in this football game? The Huskies have already gone for 4th down twice, and that one they just barely moved the 6, but yes, indeed, they do.
Macon stays in. Rogers and Porter will be the running backs. Jerry Rogers, the receiver to the near side. On the far side, it's Gary Gibbons. On 1st and 10, Huskies at their own 42. Handoff right up the middle. Check that, Rogers. Right between the hashes, Lazaro Rogers. Gain of 1 to the 43. 2nd and 9 for NIU. The clock continues to run. 8.5 and counting. First half, 3-3. Huskies trying to take the lead.
Huskies have had the football like 2.5 minutes and counting after their last possession, containing the football and running the football and the clock for over 8.5 minutes.
2nd and 9. Johnson and Rogers in the backfield. Now Johnson will be one of the receivers on the far side on the 2nd and 9 for NIU. Going right to left. Now Johnson in motion. Little jet sweep to Johnson. It's open here on the near side. 45-50. Breaks tackles. 40. Trying to drive through the 35 down to the 30. Still pushing forward. Pushed out of bounds. Not before he gets inside the 29-yard line of Eastern Michigan's a little jet sweep from Telly Johnson Jr. It's a run of 28. Move the chains for NIU.
Explosive play for NIU. Now what happened there? We mentioned this on the pregame, Andy. Eastern Michigan went to what they call a bear defense. That is a 5-man front. They put somebody right over center, and ironically, they're going to stay in it right now, apparently. But what NIU sees there, when they have 5 on the inside, man over center, we'll bump it to the outside for a big gain.
Huskies at the Eagle 29. Little fake of the handoff, Macon run into the near side. Break some tackles down to the 21. Outside the numbers on the near side. Nice run. Be a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 for NIU down to the Eagles 21 with 7:15 counting. First half, Huskies, Eagles tied at 3.
Big block that time by Apple. Get the tight end on the outside. And the Huskies churning and burning with their run game right now. NIU with 99 yards of total offense, 72 on the ground as we speak.
2nd and 3 officially, or 2nd and 2. Macon, handoff Johnson, comes to the near side. Trying to get to the edge, does to the 20. Outside the numbers near side. They're going to say he got to the 21, so he got back to the line of scrimmage. So let's bring up 3rd and short for NIU. To our left, they're going to say he was down at the Eagles 21.
Ross Legal in at right tackle for NIU. An offensive lineman, up-and-comer, the Luke Meadows offensive line coach, really high on the play of Legal the last couple weeks, getting more and more reps.
Officially 3rd and 2 for NIU at the Eagle 21-yard line to our left. Macon in the gun. Puts Porter in motion to the near side. Macon Going to be a QB run again. He stood up. Nothing there. Be a loss right between the hashes for Jalen Macon. Eastern Michigan saw that one coming. And now it's 4th down, and we'll see what NIU wants to do here. It's a loss of 1. And the field goal unit will come out, try to give NIU the 3-point lead.
So another solid drive stalls before the end zone. That's the second drive in a row where the Huskies had 3rd and 1 and actually went backward on that. The good news is it was a great drive. The bad news is it stalled, and we'll see if there's good news here off the right leg of Andrew Glass.
Glass will attempt a 40-yarder. He already made a 30. Ball set between the hashes. Set, hold, kick is up, and the kick is no good, right. So Andrew Glass misses right, and we remain tied 3-3 here in Ypsilanti with 5:21 to go. First half, low-scoring affair in Ypsilanti. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th-string quarterback, and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Northwestern Medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
Gear up, game on, and give it up for your Huskies every time you pay with your free NIU Visa debit card. Only with free checking from FMBO, a proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it! Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies, member FDIC. Back here, Ryerson Stadium in Ypsilanti. Max Crosby Field, 5:21 to go. Second quarter, we're tied 3-3 is Andrew Glass. Just missed a 40-yard attempt for NIU, and the Eagles will take over. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo, Terry Bonadonna. Here in Ryerson Stadium, back in our network studios, is Tony Strikes.
Well, we talked to Rob Harley this week, as we do every week, and he had an interesting analytic for you listeners out there. 49 college football games last year in the FBS, and between the 49 games, the average team that won the football game averaged 34 points a game. So that just tells you most of the time it's offenses right now that are getting the job done for winning teams. Most of the time it's offense to get the job done. When you look at this game today, much similar to a couple games we've seen, it's the defenses that have taken stock and taken hold. And usually when that happens, and we talk about this week after week, it's usually a big play, a key mistake, a key turnover that ends up being a huge part of the football outcome.
When you get to these close, low-scoring games, it's field position, it's special teams, it's making a play.
All of those, yep.
So after the missed field goal attempt for NIU, Eagles take over at their own 22. To our left, going left to right, ball set right inside the near right hash. Noah Kim.
Montrell Canyon in for the Huskies in the interior defensive line.
Kim waits for the snap, gets it. Pressure comes, throws, far side caught on a slant up to the 30, 35-yard line, taken down at the 36-yard line is Benson Prosper. Moved the chains for Eastern Michigan on a gain of 14.
That was a nice pitch and catch. A little bit of space allowed right there by NIU and a little skinny post.
Eagles go quickly. They throw to the far side, caught again by Prosper, up to the 30. Taken down quickly at the far numbers by Muhammad Jameh. We'll give him 4 on that first down play. 2nd and 6. Check that, up to the 40-yard line.
With the tackle. 2nd and 6.
Eagles going left to right. 2nd and 6. Ball set at the far left hash. We're tied 3-3. 4:30 counting, first half. Handoff mattered. Breaks one tackle, pass to the 45. To the 50 on the far left hash. Tackled right at the green E at midfield. Again, enough for a first down for the Eagles. Move the chains.
Nice cutback run as that play started off to the left, and then the cutback right against the grain for pickup of 10 or 11.
At midfield, Eagles. Little RPO. Kim keeps it to the far side outside the numbers to the 45. And he's just going to stroll out of bounds close to the first down marker. They're going to say he went out at the 41, so it'll be a yard short. Gain of 9 on first down, and now the Eagles using that tempo.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good that they got 9 for them instead of 10 because they basically have a couple plays to work with on third down. They can take a shot if they wish.
Under 4 to go, first half. We're tied 3-3 here in Ypsilanti on the gray turf of Max Crosby Field, Rynearson Stadium. 2nd and 1 for the Eagles at the Husky 41.
And they're taking their time thinking, okay, we're going to keep the football score and not let NIU have another possession at the end of the half.
Prosper in motion to the far side, a pump fake to him. Kim rolls to his right. Pressure coming from NIU. He's going to throw it to the near side, incomplete. They tried to find Rooks on the far side, but he couldn't make the diving catch before going out of bounds. Incomplete. So it's 3rd and 1 for Eastern at the Husky 41.
Rooks ran a deep down and out, if you will. Just could not get his either foot down to extend the play, keep the ball in play, as that ball carried him out of bounds. But Kim is definitely able to throw on the run.
So it's 3rd and short for Eastern Michigan. Kim again will be in the gun. Has Joyner, the running back. Hands off to Joyner. Did not get to the 40. He might be just short. That defensive line was there to take him down. Jelani Williams was there to get him by the shoestrings. And they're going to say he's short. It's 4th and about a half a yard.
This is a go, no doubt about it. Punt won't do him any good. Too long for a field goal. It's all about low pad level right now. They're going to use the whole play clock. I almost said shot clock, but not until November. We can't say not until November, right?
Basketball's not too far away. We'll talk about that.
You got the tip-off
this Tuesday,
yes.
Correct. So the Eagles with 4th and half a yard at the 41 to our right of NIU. Kim is in the gun, puts McMillan in motion. Little RPO, gives the pointer. He's just got enough. Able to push forward to the 39-yard line of NIU on the far left hash. So Eastern Michigan converts on 4th down. 2:34 and counting. First half, we're tied 3-3.
Both teams have played clean football. No penalties, no turnovers. Pretty clean game. Right? You can't get much cleaner than that.
2:20 and counting. End of the first half. Eagles trying to take the lead. At the Husky 39 to our right. Joshua Long, the tight end in motion to the near side. Little handoff McMillan, angling left. Gets to the 35, breaks a tackle on the far side. The numbers to the 31-yard line. Bring up 2nd and short. It's a gain of 8 for Eastern Michigan.
This is a 2-minute timeout.
And that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. So we'll take it here with 2 minutes to play. First half, tied 3-3. Eagles down to the Husky 31 as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
Right now at Old National, we've got this incredible checking offer.
Hey.
Hi. What? He's here for the checking.
I love checking.
Okay. You know what? For a bonus that big, fine. Bring on the chicken.
Oh, it's not that type of checking. You just download the app.
Yeah, no, I'm stretching. Where do I sign?
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open a checking account at Old National, official bank of the Big Ten.
Husky Band, your NIU Huskies present the Youth Sports Day pregame skills clinic for youth 12 and under with NIU student athletes happening Saturday, October 25th prior to the NIU football game against Ball State. The Youth Sports Day pregame skills clinic is free and open to the public. Registration deadline is Sunday, October 19th. Go to NIUHuskies.com to register or email sportsmarketing@niu.edu. And go Huskies!
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
2-minute timeout here. First half tied 3-3, but the Eagles are down to the Husky 31-yard line. Eastern Michigan's been able to keep this drive going with a 4th down conversion. We'll see what happens as we take one more timeout here. 2-minute timeout. First half, Eagles, Huskies tied at 3. As you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Costantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at CostantinoLaw.net.
When you choose Blue Moon, everything becomes brighter. Every sip of our Belgian-style wheat ale is crafted with Valencia orange peel and coriander. Plus, try our new Blue Moon Light and Blue Moon Non-Alcoholic. Blue Moon Light is a wheat beer brewed with real tangerine peel for exceptional taste at only 95 calories. And Blue Moon Non-Alcoholic is everything you love about Blue Moon without the alcohol. Check your local store for Blue Moon, made brighter. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
WDKB DeKalb. A Midwest family station.
2 minutes to play. 2nd and 2 for the Eagles at the Husky 31 to our right. Ball set to the far left hash. We're tied 3-3. Kim has McMillan to his left in the gun. 3 receivers set to the near side. Kim, play action. Pressure coming. Now is rolling behind. Now he's going to roll to his left. Boy Williams on the hunt. Kim's going to throw it deep on the far side. Incomplete. The pocket was collapsing. Williams put some pressure on Kim. He had to throw it away. So it's now 3rd and short for Eastern Michigan. Clock stops at 1:52 to go first half. We're tied at 3.
One of those free plays, if you will. That's how big first down yardage is, because they got a couple punches if they want going for the first down on 3rd and short. If they get any kind of forward momentum, it will be a 4th down situation. Look for McMillan right now. He's 43 yards on the afternoon already, averaging 88 a game on the ground.
Bunch formation for Eastern Michigan on 3rd and 2 at the Husky 31 to our right. Kim calling out the signals, gets the snap. Looking to throw, under pressure, and tries to throw it on the far side, incomplete. Intended receiver is Joshua Long, the tight end, who's 6'5", 245, but it was to his knees, incomplete. So now it's 4th and 2. Clock stops with 1:47 to go.
Matt Jarowski and Finley double coverage on that, but the Huskies flushed out the pocket. They're going to force a Kessinger would-be field goal, but I didn't really, the play selection for Eastern Michigan right there. They had 2nd down and 2. And they had 2 plays that went nowhere, including a 3rd down pass.
Kessinger's already made a 35-yarder. He's looking for a 49-yarder. To our right. Snap, hold, kick is up. It's a short line drive kick. Just gets over and good. Not much height, but he gets it through the crossbar. And Eastern Michigan takes the 6-3 lead. 1:42 to go here in the second quarter. Huskies do have some time left. They also get the kickoff to start the second half. Uh-oh. Look who's in the booth with us now.
Who do we got?
Halftime.
Oh, we got the big shooters in here.
Oh, boy.
We got the big shooters in here. Ready for halftime.
Chris Parker will be our halftime guest. We're talking about Huskies and Best coming up here. Halftime, a big week of fundraising coming for NIU, October 20th through the 24th. So Chris Parker's going to talk about that with us. 1:42 left, first half. Eagles take the 6-3 lead. Low-scoring game, Mark. Right there for anyone. We've seen it so far. We've seen these low-scoring games and see if NIU's offense can get some points here late in this first half.
Well, there's no doubt both teams have been ball control on their scoring drives. 11 plays, 47 yards right there. 49-yard field goal by Kessinger, and it's 6-3. I think it's the bottom of the 8th or it's just the top of the 9th. It's 6-3 baseball score right there.
11 plays, 47 yards, 339.
So ball control has been the utmost. Both teams playing very, very solid. I mentioned it, no penalties. I mentioned it, no turnovers. And the Huskies have an opportunity right now for a 2-for-1. So even 3 points would be successful right here. Get the ball back to start the second half.
Some of the stats so far, Mark, in this one today. We've seen Brady Davidson, 3 of 5 passing, 27 yards. We did see Jalen Macon on that last drive for NIU. Able to drive it down, but then the Eagles got the stop, and the Huskies can convert the field goal.
Well, I think we have right now, I'm sure you'll see Brady Davidson back in there in this passing situation, running the 2-minute offense. And what Brady Davidson needs to do is take what the defense gives him. They're going to be soft on the back end. They usually play man-to-man, but I bet you'll see some cover 2 along the way in this drive to keep the ball out in front if you're the Eagles. So Davidson's got to go ahead and take those 6- and 7-yard gimmies.
Total yards, 137 for the Eagles, 99 for NIU. Rushing yards, 72 apiece for NIU and Eastern Michigan.
Kelly Johnson had a big 27-yard run, which led to a would-be field goal. But the Huskies stalled on that and couldn't complete the field goal situation. So both teams have had 2 field goal attempts. And at this juncture, Eastern Michigan 2 out of 2, the Huskies 1 out of 2. That's the aforementioned 6-3 score.
Both teams struggling on 3rd down. NIU 1 of 6, Eastern Michigan 2 of 7. But on 4th down, NIU 2 of 2, and Eastern Michigan 1 of 1.
Yeah, but we talked about that throughout the year. The one area that NIU works on, they work on 3rd and short on Tuesdays, 3rd and medium on Wednesdays, 3rd and long on Thursdays. Unfortunately, NIU has been 3rd down and long a big part of this football season thus far. First down, oh so important when people look at 3rd down conversions.
Only 1 penalty in the game. It was a hold on Eastern Michigan. Huskies with no penalties. Time of possession, 14:56 for NIU, 13:22 for Eastern Michigan. We talked about just the field position and special teams. It's all been part of what we've seen so far in this first half. Is it will be Nathan Dibert kicking it left to right. Back deep for NIU to our right is Devian Reynolds.
It's a transfer out of LSU is Dibert.
End over end, low kick. And it's going to drop and go the end zone, be a touchback. NIU will start their own 25, going right to left. Plenty of time, 1:42 to go. First half, Eagles lead 6-3.
1:42 is plenty of time for NIU. 2 timeouts left on the board. The sideline is their friend as well, but not too much a hurry-up really needed in this 2-minute offense.
Again, NIU will get the second half kickoff. Eagles won the toss and took it on offense.
Malcor left tackle, Ozo a right tackle. Their job right now is to keep the rush edges out of the face of Brady Davidson. Give him enough time to survey things and stay poised in the pocket.
1st and 10. Davidson looking at third does. Right in the middle, caught up to the 30-yard line and taking a hit was Jake Applegate. And Applegate's still down. Taking his time and is up. They may look at this and see if this is a targeting.
Yes, I thought the same thing. See if they're talking about that from the Husky sideline. That ball, Applegate got it right, helmet to helmet, I thought was contact.
Gain of 6, 2nd and 4 now for NIU. Davidson steps to throw, under pressure, rolls to his right. Now just throws it to the far side, incomplete. Demopoulos was in the area, out of his reach, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 4 for NIU. Clock stop, 1:07 to go. First half, Huskies down 6-3.
See, in that first pass of this drive, Davidson, boom, it was a timing pattern. He got rid of it in a hurry. This time he was trying to throw the ball a little bit more vertically and flat out just did not have time to survey the defense on that 2nd down pass.
NIU at their own 31 going right to left. 3rd and 4. Huskies down by 3 late in this first half.
Trips to the far side. Usually you want to do some kind of rub play there and try to rub defender off each other.
Rogers now in motion to the near side in the slot. Davidson has the snap, has time. Pressure comes, going to throw it deep to the far side. It's got a receiver. Givens incomplete. Just out of the stretch. He could have dove, but he tried to reach to get it. Could not. Incomplete. Givens had 5 steps on the defender and brings up 4th down.
Yeah, that ball, that's the 3rd time the Huskies have shot vertical. Givens definitely had some separation between he and the one-on-one opportunity of Kalen Dobbs at 6 foot, the junior out of Cocoa, Florida. Ball was overthrown by, I think Brady Davidson's missed 3 of them by like a foot or 2, but that's the second one they could have laid out and at least kept possession for a big play rather than trying to catch that ball and stride and score.
The punter is Jake Ferentz, the freshman. His brother, Matt Ferentz, was a punter for NIU just a couple years ago. Know the parents well. Ferentz gets it away. Pressure was coming. He's taken down, but there's no flag. Bounces at the 31 in this near side, and the Huskies touch it at the 32-yard line. So Jake Ferentz with his first punt for NIU. Clock stopped, 50 seconds to go. First half, Eagles up 6-3. They get it back.
Eagles did their job. Get the Huskies a 3 and out.
Just fingertips away on a couple passes. From Davidson finding Gary Givens on a couple opportunities.
And we thought NIU would shoot it vertically. We said somewhere between 6 to 8 times today. They've thrown the ball, long ball, 3 times today, 0 for 3. But I still like the fact they're taking some shots. And one of those will hit. One of those will be a long ball, grand slam type of hit. Huskies 2 safeties deep right now in this prevent defense.
Huskies playing defense. Eagles at their own 33 going left to right. Kim has the snap. Pocket holds under pressure, throws it far side, incomplete. Trying to find Prosper. Incomplete. Kim was under pressure. Bring up 2nd and 10. Clock stops now with 45 seconds to go in this first half. Eagles up 6-3.
Alvin Gully was the one that put a lot of pressure on the inside. He and Hensley have been a ton on the interior, playing the 1 and 3 technique on the inside for the Huskies. 2 best rush-ins right now in the Williams bookends at defensive end.
See if NIU can get a turnover. Maybe get a pick here on 2nd and 10. Eagles at their own 33. Ball set the near right hash. Kim has a snap. Pocket holds, throws McMillan near side up to the 35. Taken out of bounds there by Jacob Finley. And give him 2. So it's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, but the clock stops at 39 seconds to go first half.
So now you got the game within the game. If they throw an incomplete pass, obviously have to punt. If they run the football, then you will see Thomas Hammock take his timeout. He has in his back pocket.
3rd and 8 for the Eagles at their own 35, going left to right. Late in this first half, Kim has the snap. Pressure coming, has to roll to his right. Roy Williams on his back. He's going to throw Kim in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Tried to throw back at midfield. Incomplete. Tried to find Rooks. It went out of Rooks' hands. So the clock stops now with that incompletion with 31 seconds to go. First half, it's 4th and 8 for the Eagles.
So we'll see what Corey Conley, special teams coordinator, in cahoots right here with Thomas Hammock. Do they dial up a all-out block, or do they look for the run back? We know how good adept they are. Rogers is returning kicks. Huskies do have a showing 10 at the line of scrimmage. Going to try to come after Mitchell Thomasak.
Thomasak will stand at his own 21-yard line to our left. Gets the snap. Pressure comes. He gets it away. Spiraling kick. Rogers catches at his own 15. Tries to pick a tackle. Cannot. Nice special teams tackle by Nick Devereaux. The wide receiver on special teams makes the tackle on Rogers back at the 15-yard line to our right. And that probably end the first half. 23 seconds to go. Huskies have a first down 6-3.
Yeah, with the field position, I would be surprised if there's any kind of long attempt to score. They might, they'll hand the ball off. I dog see victory formation, maybe bust a long one and see what happens. But for the most part, field position would prohibit any kind of long scoring drive here.
Coming up, Terry Bonadonna will catch up with Thomas Hammock before we begin the FMBO Husky Halftime Show. We'll go through some of the scoring, go through some of the numbers. We'll hear from Chris Parker, part of the NIU senior staff, talking about Huskies Invest. There's going to be a handoff to the left near side. Chavon Wright breaks one tackle near hash up to the 25. It's got enough for a first down. It'll stop the clock as they move the chains with 14 seconds. Huskies, again, will look like maybe they go quick here, Mark.
Yeah, normally if you get the ball out to 50, then you have the heave-ho to the end zone, but they're not quite there yet.
Davidson has time, throws, middle of the field, it's intercepted. To the 35-30, there's a flag on the play. It's intercepted by Eastern Michigan. It's Juan Solis at midfield. He gets inside the 20, but I believe there's a flag. This will probably come back with 1 second left to go in the first half.
I was going to say it's interesting to note 1 second. You're on the road and there's a tick left on the scoreboard. We'll see if they sort out this penalty.
We'll hear from referee Jason Perkins. Davidson trying to make something happen, but that was a throw that's an easy interception right at midfield as the officials talk things over.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense,
thank you.
Number 22, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So this will give NIU one play.
Game clock, operator. Please put 2 seconds on the game clock.
So 2 seconds.
Oh, now we get the second back.
But.
Thank you.
So they're going to bring it up, see where they put the ball down, to the 36-yard line of NIU going right to left. 2 seconds left. I could see NIU maybe just down in this one.
Victory formation, yep.
We'll
First
see.
ball, second half. He's going and talking to his whole offensive line.
You got the diamond formation on the far side.
Safety's back for Eastern Michigan, 20 yards.
Davidson in the gun, 2 seconds left. Handoff Telly Johnson Jr. to the near side, 40, 45, 50, but then he's pushed out of bounds at the 40-yard line near side, and that will wrap up the first half here at Rynerson Stadium in Ypsilanti. 6-3 Eastern Michigan with the lead. Coming up, the FMBO Husky halftime show. Again, we'll recap the first half, first 30 minutes, go through some of the numbers. We'll hear from Chris Barker. And get ready for the second half here in Rynerson Stadium. Terry Bondadonna is trying to find Thomas Hammock. And Thomas...
Coach, first half, your defense was able to hold down another opponent for the first 30 minutes. What have you liked on that side of the ball?
Well, I think, we got settled down. Did some nice things. Obviously, we got to be able to score in the red zone and score touchdowns, not put out in that type of situation.
What adjustments do you make at halftime to try to finish those drives?
Well, I think we got to like it.
Well, we apologize for losing with Coach Thomas Hammock. He's talking a little about just finishing drives, completing third downs in that second half. So we move to the FMBO Husky halftime show here in Ypsilanti, Rynerson Stadium. At the half, Eastern Michigan leads NIU 6-3. Stay with us as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th-string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists? Been there. Rutted turns? Done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome to the FNBO halftime show on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. Stay with us as the NIU football broadcast team brings you the first half stats, highlights, and more right here on 94.9 WDKB.
This is the Husky halftime show, brought to you by FMBO. FMBO is proud to be an official bank of NIU Athletics, member FDIC. Back here at Rynerson Stadium, Ypsilanti, Michigan. Eastern Michigan leads NIU 6-3 at the half. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo here in the booth, Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines, and Tony Strikes, our producer-director, back in the network studios. Not a lot of scoring. It's been a defensive battle, as we've seen a lot this year with NIU football, but the Eagles got on the board, 7:16 to go. First quarter was Kessinger from 35 yards out to make it 3-0. NIU would come back and answer on another long drive for these teams. 13:40 left to go, second quarter. Andrew Glass puts in a 30-yarder to make it 3-3. Eastern Michigan late in the first half, 1:42 left. Kissinger makes his second one, this time from 49 yards out to make it 6-3. Andrew Glass did miss a 40-yarder in that first half for NIU. So it's been a defensive battle so far. Both teams have had long drives. Both teams getting yards, but no points so far here in Ypsilanti, Michigan. We'll take a look at the scoreboard in the MAC so far. In the MAC, I mentioned 5 games here today. Some of the scores: 4:53 to go, third quarter. Miami leads Akron 17-0 at Akron. 5:04 to go, third quarter. And Toledo 21, Bowling Green 7. And later on, UMass will be at Kent State, and Ball State will be at Western Michigan. Come back, the FMBO Husky Halftime Show. Mark Linda will talk with Chris Barker. We've got Huskies Invest coming up starting next week, a big fundraising event for NIU Athletics. This is the FMBO Husky Halftime Show at the half here in Rynerson Stadium in Ypsilanti. It's Eastern Michigan 6, Huskies 3. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law from Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Listen, the football landscape has changed a lot. NIL deals, social media, the transfer portal. There's never been more distractions for an athlete. But Powerade knows what's most important: the commitment to the game. With 50% more electrolytes than Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Powerade hydrates athletes as they block out the noise and put in the work. Hydrate your grind with Powerade. Grab a pack today at a store near you. See product label for additional details. It takes more.
Husky Band, your NIU Huskies present the Youth Sports Day pregame skills clinic for youth 12 and under with NIU student athletes happening Saturday, October 25th prior to the NIU football game against Ball State. The Youth Sports Day pregame skills clinic is free and open to the public. Registration deadline is Sunday, October 19th. Go to NIUHuskies.com to register or email sportsmarketing@niu.edu. And go Huskies!
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
We're back at Ypsilanti, Michigan at Eastern Michigan 6, NIU 3 here at the half. A low-scoring first half. It is in this Mid-America Conference ball game here in Ypsilanti. We're joined by our halftime guests, Chris Barker and Doug Rose. We're going to talk a little bit of Husky athletics and talk a little bit about Husky Invest and what that means to the university. So first, Chris, from your end, the 5th year of Husky Invest seeking the $1 million, a 10th year overall, but just how much excitement is there around the athletic department in this endeavor?
Yeah, Mark, it's one of those where it's hard to quantify in words, but quite honestly, this is one of those special events that it honestly has taken a mind of its own, and it really just goes at this point here because of our supporters, our alumni, our donors. You give a lot of credit to Sean T. Frazier and honestly TJ Feuerbach and the rest of the Husky Athletic Fund, because this is truly an event that fundraises for all student athletes, and it helps us do the things that we never think we can do, right? And that's what our job is, to create dreams for students and help them attain those dreams. And this is a really special, I would say, fundraiser that really just kicks off the year and puts us on the right step for the rest of our goals from a philanthropic standpoint, but more importantly, for achieving our students' dreams academically, athletically, and socially.
And I know, Doug, last year we had 471 donors, which is pretty cool. And how can people get involved in Husky Invest this year?
Well, anybody can join and invest whatever amount that they can afford. But the thing is, supporting our student athletes, as the husband of University President Lisa Freeman, she and I both support strongly the student athletes. To us, they're representative of the university in the sense that they're driven, they're smart, They overcome adversity with a forward-looking vision, and this is a way to allow them to be successful in life, to support them.
So people, Chris, with their money, with their gift, with their investment in Husky Invest, people are aiding things like enhanced students supplies, academic and wellness support, which is so important, any kind of facility upgrades, and then sports discretionary funds. So you have a lot of opportunities that people can help, as you were alluding to, not just the University Athletic Department, but the student-athlete experience.
Yeah, and this is, again, you talk about special. I've seen gifts, whether it be from, team meals, protein, right? Helping teams go on foreign tours. It goes across the entire scope of what college athletics and, more importantly, experiential learning and higher education is. So this truly is special because people can give to what they want to give, their passions, right? But they also know that it will go directly to that program. SAS, student athlete experience, it doesn't matter, sports medicine, it will directly impact those programs. And there's not a lot of opportunities that you have, I would say, in fundraising where you can actually do that and spread it out across any program. So this one is truly impactful in so many different ways.
Visiting here at the half, it's Eastern Michigan 6, NIU 3 at the half. We're visiting with Chris Barker, Senior Associate Athletic Director, and Doug Rose, again, the husband of President Lisa Freeman. And I know, Doug, when you get out in the community with President Freeman, that it's not just a booster, it's not just alumni, but it's enveloping the entire community of DeKalb, Northern Illinois region, and that's something I know you strive hard to do.
We see that as one unified entity, and the success of the community of the town is integrated with the university and its students, and the student athletes are representative of that, and it's a universal win for everyone. The university exists within the environment of the community, and the opposite is true too. Success for both entities is really tied together.
And Chris, we talk about the Husky Athletic Fund, which is a year-long kind of drive, and people can join and jump on any time. But this is a time right now, this 1 week where, boom, you can really get a lot of momentum all at once.
Yeah, no, again, I said it earlier, this sets the tone for us for the entire year. You talk about what we did last year, and we've been growing immensely. We increased our total donor participation for the year. It was 64%, and that's, quite honestly, a big part of that was because of Huskies Invest. And I tell you what, we have a good group of people, whether that be internally and externally, who understand that, who want to grow with that growth mindset. But at the end of the day, everyone understands why we're here and why we're doing what we do. So yeah, if you want to get involved, we can't encourage you more, and we're obviously ready always at all times to help and take the phone calls or the emails. But the easiest way for folks is go on to HuskyAthleticFund.com and check out Huskies Invest, or just call one of our gift officers, Mike Kunagonis, Dominic Parisi, TJ Feuerbach, Chris Barker, right, myself, obviously, and then Susie Nordstrom can help out, Cliff Badiero. So we have a huge group of people that are ready and able to help immediately.
All right, Eastern Michigan 6, NIU 3 at the half. Huskies get the ball beginning the second half, visiting with Chris Barker and Doug Rose regarding Husky Invest. But I'm going to jump just a little bit forward. I know with women's basketball coming up, you oversee that particular sport, Chris Barker. What have you seen right now from J.C. Brooks and her squad early on?
Well, it's exciting. Obviously, anytime you have change is good, but change is hard. But this group is going to be very, I would say, in shape. They're going to be playing good defense. They're going to play hard. They're going to play the right way. Coach Brooks, and we knew it throughout the interview process, she was going to bring a level of intensity, but also create a level of expectation that we just knew we wanted and knew that she could actually fulfill on. So we're excited this year. It's a growing year. It's a different roster. That doesn't make it a bad thing, but we're really excited because this group is going to play hard, and this is the foundation of what we do for the next few years with that program, and we're really excited the direction it's going in.
And we got about a minute and a half. Doug, we got to throw things back to you. I know that you were on top of the news when the Mountain West was coming to fruition, as far as knowing that there might be a change. How excited are you about the change and seeing NIU in that kind of league?
Oh, it's going to be awesome. There's a lot of new adventures out there at new environments for everyone, and it's going to be quite an experience for all the athletes, coaches, and all the university supporters.
Well, yeah, and Doug Rose talks about that, obviously. For us, we talk a lot about what we can do with our alumni, and the fact that we can give new opportunities to go meet people where they're at in different locations is special in and of itself. So amongst the student-athlete experience and the overall what we can do with our community, obviously locally, but more across domestically, the United States, we're very excited what we can do with this new opportunity.
One more plug for Husky Invest coming up here in just a few days, and we talked about the website. There's also a phone number people can call in on. Can you share us that, Chris?
Yeah, Mark. So folks can call 815-753-1923. So again, that's 815-753-1923.
Do they get to hear your voice?
It depends on the day.
It depends on the day.
Do they want to hear my voice?
Absolutely. Everybody wants to hear
Today
Chris's
might have been
voice.
enough. I don't know, Mark.
Chris Parker, Doug Rose, our special guests here at the half. Huskies got some work to do offensively. It's 6-3 Eagles here at the half. Second half action right around the corner. You are listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Dear Rocky Roads, the 2025 Toyota Tacoma doesn't flinch. Rugged twists? Been there. Rutted turns? Done that. With tons of top tech and rock-solid resilience, Tacoma is tougher than any terrain. And when the dust settles, Tacoma's legendary resale value means confidence for the road ahead. Find your Tacoma at Toyota.com or visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go places.
Attention, Husky fans. Get ready to elevate your game day experience with an Eisenberg hot dog. The gourmet Frank that's as bold as your NIU Huskies on the court. Oh, I can taste it right now. Made with top quality butcher's beef. It's the slam dunk of flavor in every bite. Stop by concessions at the Convocation Center. Grab an Eisenberg dog and fuel your game day with flavor that wins every time. Eisenberg hot dogs, where the taste is always a winner.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go. With the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies. Every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card. Only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
This is the FMBO Husky halftime show here in Ypsilanti. Randerson Stadium as the Eagles lead 6-3. At the half, Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo, Terry Bonadonna with you. Tony Strikes back in our network studios. Mark Lindo, give us some of those important numbers from the first 30 minutes.
Hey, we'll take a look at some of the team stats quickly and briefly first. Total yards, NIU 119, Eastern Michigan 139, a slight edge there. NIU's thrown it for 33 yards. Eastern Michigan 67. NIU's rushed the football effectively. Remember I said they needed about 180? They have 86, so they need a big run in the second half. 72 yards it is for Eastern Michigan. First downs knotted up at 8. Both teams have been irrelevant on third down. NIU 1 out of 7. Eastern Michigan 2 out of 8. Total plays pretty even. 34-30. Eastern Michigan with the edge. Neither team has been sacked. Neither team has a turnover. Pretty clean game. One penalty. Real quick with the individual. Noah Kim, 10 out of 19, 67 yards for them. Brady Davidson, 4 out of 8, 33 yards. Chavon Wright leads NIU with rushing 33 yards. Kelly Johnson Jr. with 30. So dead heat here going into the second half. Huskies will get the ball first. Let's get some offense going.
This has been the Husky Football Halftime Show brought to you by FMBO. Proud to be an official bank of NIU Athletics, member FDIC. Second half coming up here in Ypsilanti. Eagles 6, Huskies 3, as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You've been listening to the FNBO Halftime Show on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. Don't go anywhere. The second half is coming up next.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance agents can help protect your future dreams, like turning your home into an oasis. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
Two of the biggest winning traditions in the greater Sycamore DeKalb area are the Northern Illinois University Huskies and the Cunis Auto Group of Sycamore, your official auto group of the NIU Huskies, featuring America's best-selling vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Honda, Hyundai, plus Volvo and Mercedes-Benz, and the area's biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs and hybrids, with over 1,500 available on lot and online. Buy like a champion at your nearby Cunis of Sycamore dealership. The NIU Huskies and the Cunis Auto Group of Sycamore, two great winning traditions.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa Debit Card. Free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa Debit Card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Van Wagner under the broadcasting rights granted by Northern Illinois University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of Van Wagner and NIU Athletics. Announcers are provided by Van Wagner and approved by the university. NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
Mark Lindo and myself, we go to the fourth inning. It's No, it's halftime. We've had these low-scoring games. 6-3 Eagles who start the second half from Rynerson Stadium. Max Crosby Field in Ypsilanti. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo, Terry Bonadonna here at the stadium. Tony Strikes, our producer-director back in the network studios. NIU will get the kickoff. Eagles won the toss. They took the ball. See if NIU can get something going to start out the second half.
Yeah, if you go back to a week ago, Huskies had the ball and threw an interception on the very first play. And that catapulted Miami into that victory at Husky Stadium. Now, NIU, it's our job to report, has only 6 points in third quarters of the first 5 games this season. You have to have a better middle 8 minutes than the Huskies have had, meaning the last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes, second half. NIU gets a chance right here to get that job done on their first possession.
And the Eagles in the home green jerseys, green pants, green helmet, silver numbers. Huskies in the road whites, black helmets, white pants, black numbers. Devion Reynolds will get the kickoff, take it at the 1 up to the 10. 15 near side 20, breaks a couple tackles up to the 25-yard line, spins. Devion Reynolds up to the 26. Huskies will start this first drive. Second half as NIU plays in their first conference road game.
Nobody caught it, but a definite mistake by the scoreboard operator. Devion Reynolds will tackle the 26, and they probably let an extra 5 or 6 seconds burn off. And somebody honestly should look into that, especially in a 6-3 football game.
Brady Davidson comes out, the freshman from Columbia, Missouri. His second career start. As Lazaro Rogers threw his right in the gun, threw receivers to the far side. Hand off Rogers, coming to the right, he's taken down quickly. From behind by Quincy Bias, the defensive end. Loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11 for NIU. At their own 25, going left to right.
Well, he just came off the back edge and just ran Rogers down. No seam at all off the right side. Is the also right tackle. Applegate at tight end, not a seam. Waves relatively slow developing. Single high safety right now. Eastern Michigan staying in that.
Givens, Rogers, and Andrew Bond, the receivers on the far side. Davidson gets a snap, 2nd and 11. Has time, throws deep. Far side's got a receiver, but it's incomplete. Andrew Bond had gotten open. He had to spin on the other round to try to get the ball. Just off the mark was Davidson. Incomplete. Now 3rd down and 11.
Davidson, for the first time today, he just put his head down to himself. He knows he had a man open on that particular play. And even though he's a freshman, he's got to play like a senior right now because the next play is the most important play. You can't have that one back.
Really been 3 or 4 passes that could have been completed.
Yes.
Just a little bit off the mark. 3rd and 11.
Close.
Huskies at their own 25. Huskies looking to Eagles looking like they might blitz. They do come with it. Davidson throws. Far side caught by Rogers at the 30. Can't break a tackle, though. He's taken down on the far side by Juan Solis at the 30. Well short of the first down marker, and NIU will have to punt.
Well, they got Rogers out on the perimeter one-on-one like he wanted, but credit the defense right there. Tackle in space, negated a first down, and potentially a big play as Ferentz is in for the second time.
Jake Ferentz will kick it off left to right. Ferentz gets it off. Quick kick. It's going to take an NIU bounce at the 26-yard line on the far side. It was a 43-yard punt. Juan Solis let it drop. It'll be Eagle ball. They're going to mark him down at the 26. Eagles go right to left. And the media timeout. So NIU can't do anything on the first drive of the second half. See if the Huskies defense can get something going. Maybe get a turnover here with 13-17 to go. Third quarter in Ypsilanti. Eagles 6, Huskies 3. As you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub, you get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th-string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Being game day ready means bringing the diehard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa debit card, free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa debit card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
For your car and home, turn to Country Financial for an insurance bond company you can count on. Country Financial has been providing insurance and protecting families for 100 years. Our dedicated reps are right in your community and ready to get your protection you need. Learn more at countryfinancial.com. Third quarter, 13-17 to go in Ypsilanti. Eagles 6, NIU 3. Huskies can't get anything going on their first offensive drive of this half. NIU started at their own 26. Eastern Michigan will start from their own 26, going right to left.
Well, you know, we saw NIU, and the defense has been stout all year like it was last year. They've carried over. We saw them, in games 3 and 4. Remember, they did a lot of 3-man front. And last week against Miami, they went away from that. Have not seen a 3-man front today. Rob Harley, coordinating his 54th game as a DC, has mixed things up really well. Huskies have done a good job keeping the ball in front of them. They have to watch Devereaux. He is a down-and-out guy. He will try to go hitch and go, and he is their long ball threat, no doubt about that.
We've seen a lot of Dante McMillan today. He's been really the one running back that Eastern has used, along with Kim, who can use his legs. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Right to left at their own 26. They're up by 3. Be a handoff McMillan. Up the gut to the 30, taken down by Glasper, but not before McMillan gets to the 32-yard line. Far right hash. Be a gain of 7. 2nd and 3 for Eastern Michigan.
And that's where they've been all day. They've churned up 5-6 yards on first down quite a bit.
Quick snap to McMillan on the pitch to the near side. Taken down quickly. How about Glasper again coming over to make the tackle, but enough for the first down right at the 36. So the Eagles will move the chains. But Jasper Beeler, junior from Farmington, Michigan, a transfer from Saginaw Valley State, though, coming up, make some hits for NIU.
Back-to-back solo tackles for Beeler, showing some speed and a nose for the football.
Eagles now at their own 36, going right to left. Ball set the near left hash. 3 receivers for Eastern, all on the far side. Kim gets the snap. Pocket holds, he throws on a crossing pattern, caught to the near side, outside the numbers, caught made by Rooks. Taken down quickly at the 43. It'll be a gain of 2. bring up 2nd and 8 for Eastern Michigan.
Huskies man-to-man coverage right there. And they got Brooks on the outside. Good individual tackle. Again, Huskies have had 3 good tackles in space individual on this last 3 snaps.
Another tackle for Glasper as well. Or Jasper Beeler, excuse me. On 2nd and 8, Kim, handoff McMillan to the near side. Tries to cut up just inside the near numbers up to the 40. Be a gain of 2. Bring up 3rd and 6 for Eastern Michigan. 11:35 and counting, 3rd quarter. Eagles up 6-3, and Philip Maturowski is not getting up after being in on that tackle.
Yeah, he's staying
out on
down.
the field for an injury to the defense.
Roy Williams turned that play in so that Hensley could make the tackle. Good team defense. But more importantly right now, as Heath Duncan gets out and attends along with Ben Kastner to take a look at the Husky linebacker, who has done a really fine job. Can't argue at all with Erweiler and Filikowski, the Maturowski, the matchup those two have done on the inside together.
He's on his feet going to the far side. He's not getting much help. But, yeah, Philip Maturowski, the redshirt sophomore, Carroll Stream, Illinois, Glenbard West High School.
Glenbard West, a football perennial power. Maturowski, a big part of that. So we set up this 3rd down. Big play. They're all going to be big as long as it's a one-possession game.
3rd and 6 for the Eagles. 11:31 to go 3rd quarter. Eagles up 6-3.
So Maturowski out. So checking in for him, Jake Gasaway, junior out of Omaha, Nebraska. Junior. Remember, he was bumped and dinged at the beginning of the season, back in healthy, playing on the inside along with Erweiler. Erweiler showing that he's going to blitz. We'll see if he backs off or not. Huskies got 6 in the line. Now they back off.
Eagles 2 of 8 on 3rd down. 3rd and 6 for the Eagles at their own 40. Kim has the snap. Pocket holes. They throw to the near side. Caught wide open to the 45. Up to the 50-yard line is Prosper. I'm going to say he stepped out right close to the 50. Enough for another 1st down for Eastern Michigan. How about Benson Prosper? He's had a big day so far for Eastern Michigan. Getting a lot of catches.
Muhammad Omeh with a stop, but just too much real estate, open real estate on that pass and catch.
At midfield, Eagles going right to left. They're up by 3. Under 11 to go, 3rd quarter. A little RPO. Kim keeps it now. A little shovel pass on this near side to the tight end, Joshua Long, but that's going to be a flag. That's an illegal forward pass. He was past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he was definitely, Kim was past the line of scrimmage and then shovel passed it. So that'll be down a distance, if you will. One of the only mistakes that Noah Kim, that young man, has made today, because he makes really good decisions.
I love that play, but you can't do it.
That's why I could pick up 8 or 10 yards.
I love that play. Here's referee Jason Perkins.
Illegal pass. Offense number 1. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Includes loss of down. 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 14 for Eastern Michigan. Back at their own 46 going right to left. 10:46 to go, 3rd quarter. Eagles 6, Huskies 3.
Maturowski back in, so fans listening, you can take a sigh of relief as a nice linebacker out of Glenbard West is back in and healthy.
The linebackers were such a question as to what was going to happen for the defense coming in. Now what are they calling here?
This is strange.
They're moving the ball.
After video review, the passer was not on line of scrimmage. Therefore, the down counts.
Wow.
1st down at the 7-yard line.
Video assist changes the play.
That was changed from upstairs because they did not go to the booth. Interesting. And a negative for the NIU defense.
Wow, so they're going to count the play down to the 37 of NIU. Kim looking to throw near side, caught at the 30, then just held up on this near side by Finley and Maturowski.
Another penalty.
Catch made by Rooks. There is a laundry in the field. Kim going with a quick pass to this near side.
Rooks, a transfer out of North Carolina State, played a little football for Dave Dorn, graduate. Jacob Finley pointing the other way, like Eastern Michigan. That's the way we're walking.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty. Down.
You know, when you're in a factory, sometimes the RFs don't work. The refs are having problems. Terry Bonadonna's having some problems. Sometimes the factory is a little too much metal. You know what I mean? So that'll push them back. It's now 1st and 15 for the Eagles at the Husky 42, going right to left. Ball set the near left hash. Eagles up 6-3. 10-20 counting here in the third quarter.
Jacob Finley backs off now. Don't give too much. Now he comes up in press coverage.
Kim, give a handoff McMillan. Near side, trying to get to the edge. Pushed out of bounds at the 41. Taken out of bounds by Muhammad Jameh. Finley was here as well.
And
Give him a couple yards up to the 40.
And Matt Jarowski as well. The reason I bring that up, there's three of them. The more hats you bring to the ball carrier, the better off you are. Where you have three people bring around one ball carrier, that shows that you're taking a swarming defense right at Eastern Michigan.
It's a gain of 2. 2nd and 13 for the Eagles at the Husky 40. Eagles up 6-3 here. 10-10 to go in the third. Kim again in the gun. 3 receivers. Check that, 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Pressure coming from NIU on the blitz. Kim rolls out. Looking to throw. Still looking. Does. Deep. Far side. And it's intercepted by Dante Harrison. Harrison's got it at the 10. Up to the 15. Tries to break a tackle. Cannot. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. But the interception for Dante Harrison. And we got a flag lane. We got a nice little brawl going at the far side. It'll be an interception, though, for Dante Harrison.
Ill-advised throw that time by Kim. One of his first mistakes. Couple penalty markers down right in front of the Husky bench.
Now the Husky bench all pumped up.
Yeah, the emotions flying for both teams right now. Chris Creighton out at about the 36-yard line, way out on the field. He wanted a penalty in the backfield against Noah Kimmy, and I thought Erweiler got held. They got away with that one in the backfield.
Dante Harrison with his first interception.
Huskies 4th of the season. Jameh has 2. Beeler 1. Dante Harrison now with 1 INT. That interception will indeed stick. Everything else was post-possession as they sort things out of the 32-yard line.
There's 2 flags, but maybe 3, but we had a couple helmets off. There was a big pileup of a lot of guys.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, Eastern Michigan, number 9, and Northern Illinois, number 3. Those fouls offset. It's each player's first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game. Result of the play, first down.
And those two have been going at it all day. You got Porter Rooks, the receiver, with Jacob Finley, the D-back for NIU.
You know, I know how difficult it is for officials, and I've dealt with officials and umpires my whole life in my coaching career. But it never ceases to amaze me when there's something like that unsportsmanlike. They always give 2 penalties. It's like, I don't know what happened there. I'm not going to surmise what happened there. But somebody moved on somebody else first. And it's really hard to tell a young man, just take it.
I heard in your Hall of Fame career, you never had an argument with an official.
Never. I love every official.
So NIU takes over at their own 17 after the interception from Harrison. Handoff, Lazaro Rogers. Left hash, gets up to the 20. Gain of 3 on the far side. 2nd and 7 for NIU. Under 10 minutes to go, third quarter. Huskies down 6-3 here in Ypsilanti. See if Huskies try to go deep a little bit again, Mark. We've seen them go a couple times, haven't been able to connect.
Yeah, they've gone deep 4 times, come close twice, not close another time, but one of them you're going to get. I've said that in the first half. One of them you're going to get before it's all over. 2 safeties very deep for Eastern Michigan.
Davidson play action. Rolls to his left, throws, near side caught. Telly Johnson Jr., and he's flipped at the 26-yard line. Big hit by Joshua Scott, the grad transfer. It's close to a first down, though. Johnson got to the 26. It'll be 3rd and 1 for NIU, but Telly Johnson went head over heels.
Good catch by Telly Johnson, but Johnson took the hit right at the impact.
Handoff, Chavon Wright breaks a couple tackles, past the 30, 35 near side by the numbers. On a 3rd and short for Chavon Wright. Move the chance for NIU on a run for Chavon Wright, a gain of 14.
A little bit of giddy up that time by Chavon right after he got to the second level. Thought he might bust a long one. Huskies pick up the first down after Dante Harrison's interception. Got a little bit of juice going right now as Brady Davidson grabs his helmet, trying to hear the play coming in from his offensive coordinator, Quinn Sanders.
NIU up to their own 35, going left to right, down by 3 here, halfway through the third quarter. Johnson in motion to the far side. Davidson has time, looking to throw deep. Has a receiver wide open again. Telly Johnson Jr. incomplete. The pass was off by maybe 5 yards, but Telly Johnson Jr. was in motion to the far side. When the snap came, it was like a wheel route, and he was wide open. And again, NIU cannot connect.
5 yards separation. That was a home run. But, Andy, I'm going to tell you, when you set up your play-by-play on this next play, watch the safeties of Eastern Michigan. They are now playing, 12, 15 yards back. that's in the respect that NIU is throwing the ball vertically, which in theory should open up the running lanes upstairs.
2nd and 10 for NIU at their own 35, going left to right. Davidson back in the gun, 2 backs with him. Handoff to the right, Lazaro Rogers angling right to the 37-yard line. Maybe a gain of 2 will bring up 3rd and long for NIU. So far today, NIU on 3rd down, 2 of 9. Huskies down by 3, 6-3, under 8 minutes and counting to go in the 3rd quarter.
23 of 84, NIU on the season. 3rd down's been an issue. There is no doubt about that.
3rd and 8 for NIU at their own 38. Ball set the near right hash. Rogers in motion to the near side. Handoff, Chavon Wright, and he slips down at the 36. He tried to make a cut, cutting back inside and slips and falls. And maybe a gain of 1, maybe a loss of 1. And NIU will have to punt again.
Ferentz back in. He has been under duress on one of his 2 punts. We saw the issue with Danny Vukovic being under duress throughout this season. Huskies have to sustain those blocks, get those gunners downfield, and not let any kind of momentum going here for Juan Salas.
Ferentz, no pressure, gets it off. High, spiraling kick. It's going to take an NIU bounce, go to bounds inside the 25 to our right. Then I'll mark it down at the 22-yard.
This will be a full media
It'll be a punt
timeout.
of 43 yards for Jake Ferentz, the freshman from St. Louis. Eastern Michigan gets the ball back with the 6-3 lead for the Eagles with 6:55 to go in the 3rd here in Ypsilanti. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
Northwestern Medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
6:55 to go, 3rd quarter. Ypsilanti, Michigan, Ryerson Stadium. Eastern Michigan leads 6-3. The Eagles get it back. We're going to go down to Terry Bonadon. We've had some frequency problems, right? But we think we've got Terry, go ahead. It's great to hear you.
I thought the problem was with the frequency that you're coming down to hear from me. I wanted to talk a lot more often, but you guys have been trying to silence me. No longer. I've been very much interested in what Mark has to say about some of these deep balls that NIU is trying to throw. And you could see they tried to go downfield to Telly Johnson on one of the plays on the last drive. It has felt a little bit sleepy on the sideline over the first couple of quarters of today's game. And I think maybe the overcast skies have something to do with it. Maybe the gray field, which makes it feel like you're walking down the industrial alleyways of the Soviet Union circa 1973. Maybe it's the 53 score of the game. But everything turned around on that interception. I think part of it is just trying to manufacture some kind of energy, because after the defense came back to the sideline following that turnover, there was a different feeling. There was a real need, it felt, to strike quickly, and unfortunately, they weren't able to do it. But we'll see if the defense can carry some of that momentum over from their last stop.
Well, the defense has been stellar all day long. Total yards, not so much a big deal at 178 yards for Eastern Michigan, a team that averages more than 200 yards more than that. So the Huskies have done a great job. They've given up some intermediate passes, but they have not given up, that big explosive play as of yet. We talked about the last series, 2 and 3 hats to the party on every tackle. Can they sustain that effort? We shall see.
Eagles at their own 22, going right to left. Be a handoff McMillan, going right, dragging the pile to the far side, maybe up to the 24-yard line. His forward progress stopped there as the whistles blow. I'll say the 24. Give him 2. 2nd and 8 for Eastern Michigan. 6.5 to count. Third quarter, Eagles up 6-3 here in Ypsilanti.
The Eagles really haven't used their tight end much. Something they usually have part of their offense. Joshua Long checks in for them right now. 6'5", 245 out of El Camino Community College. Watch him. He likes to make his block and then release out into the flat.
2nd and 7 for the Eagles at their own 25. Kim looking to throw. Pump fakes. Rolls to his right. Still looking downfield. Now she's going to run on the far side. Goes out of bounds at the 25. No gain. It's opening up 3rd and 7 for the Eagles.
See, and that's that hitch and go we talked about earlier. They wanted Devereaux. What they want to do is they want Devereaux to run an out pattern. Then they pump fake to him, get the corner. They want the corner to bite. Then they send him long, but Huskies didn't bite at all. Good job keeping the eyes right there, keeping the discipline.
3rd and 7 for the Eagles, going right to left at their own 25. 5:40 counting in the third. Eagles up 6-3. Eagles using some clock, changing the play. 3 receivers on this near side. Prosper in the slot along with Long, the tight end. 4 seconds to get the play off. Does. Kim throws, slant, caught. Near side, Devereaux. It's going to be real short at the 30 of the first down. It'll be about 3 yards short. He stood up by Harrison, some other Huskies. And Eastern Michigan will punt it away. Husky defense again makes a stop.
3 and out. Huskies had an extra defender in the backfield right there. Short pattern. They had to break that one off because Huskies were rushing from the outside in. We have to break off a pattern before the first down marker. You know the defense has done their job.
Mitchell Thomasek back in to punt it away. He's standing at his own 16-yard line to our right. Some pressure, high, spiraling kick. Rogers calls for a fair catch back at the 19-yard line. It's a punt of 51 yards.
Media timeout.
I told you coming in, 54 of 188 career punts for Thomas Eck were at least 50. He gets another one there. Timeout, we'll take it. NIU gets it back. 4:40 to go in the third from Rynerson Stadium. Eagles 6, Huskies 3. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Right now at Old National, we've got this incredible checking offer.
Hey. Hi.
What? He's here for the checking.
I love checking. Okay. You know what? For a bonus that big, fine. Bring on the checking.
Oh, it's not that type of checking. You just download the app.
Yeah, no, I'm stretching. Where do I sign?
Earn up to a $450 bonus when you open a checking account at Old National, official bank of the Big Ten.
2 of the biggest winning traditions in the greater Sycamore DeKalb area are the Northern Illinois University Huskies and the Cunis Auto Group of Sycamore, your official auto group of the NIU Huskies, featuring America's best-selling vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Honda, Hyundai, plus Volvo and Mercedes-Benz, and the area's biggest selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs and hybrids, with over 1,500 available on lot and online. Buy like a champion at your nearby Cunis of Sycamore dealership. The NIU Huskies and the Cunis Auto Group of Sycamore, 2 great winning traditions.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
Husky Sports is brought to you by Old National Bank, where relationships and results matter. Get old. 4:40 to go here in the third quarter. Rynerson Stadium, Max Crosby Field, and Ypsilanti. Eagles 6, Huskies 3. 4:40 to play in the third. NIU gets it back. They'll have it at their own 20, going left to right. We've seen NIU go for a couple long plays, have not been able to connect. They were there. Some receivers open. See if NIU continues to go for it. See what they can do. Defense has been there. We talked about it all year for NIU. Now let's see if NIU's offense can get going here in this third quarter.
Huskies averaging 242 yards a game total offense. That is not scintillating, put it that way. They only have 144 today, and it seems like they've moved the football more than 144 yards. But that's what the numbers tell us. 1 field goal early and then a missed field goal. I think that's the missed field goal by Glass. There was a little bit of a problem. Snap, hold, that part of the kick. Remember, it takes 3. Snapper, holder, and kicker to be effective on field goal and extra points.
So far, Brady Davidson making his second career start. The freshman 6 of 12, 45 yards, but there's been opportunities.
Well, you say 6 of 12. That's a great point, Andy, because he's probably 6 of 7 on short or intermediate routes. He's 0 for 5 on long balls, but we still like the fact that Quinn Sanders is extending the field here today. Single safety right now for Eastern Michigan.
Rogers in motion to the far side. Huskies start their own 20. Handoff Johnson, angling right, past the 20, 25, cuts up, breaks some tackles, 35-40, 45-50. He's going to take it all the way. Telly Johnson Jr., 80-yard touchdown run, and the Huskies take the lead here in the third quarter.
There is the explosive play, the home run we talked about in the running game. And I'm going to tell you what, you have to see it, and we won't be able to, but what a great block it was by Gary Givens. I know Terry Bonadano will talk to Thomas Hammock about that block. Gary Givens, the wide receiver, is the one that basically at the second level sprung Telly Johnson Jr. and helped him hit that home run.
It took one play. 80 yards. Telly Johnson to the house. PAT for Andrew Glass to our right. It's Johnson's second rushing touchdown of the year. The PAT is good, and NIU takes the lead 10-6. 4:26 to go in the third. Just what the doctor ordered.
Boy, was that exciting. We've been waiting for that call for you all day long, Andy Garcia, and you just got to call it. And I'm going to say it again because it bears repeating. Telly Johnson Jr., what speed he indeed showcased. But how about your wide receiver? I just had my he made that block at about the 30-yard line. And Telly Johnson Jr. read that block, went right off it. That was a great team touchdown by NIU.
Telly Johnson Jr. now 4 carries, 110 yards with the touchdown, 80 yards, or gives them a 10-6. Win. They're a 10-6 lead.
And all of a sudden, the Huskies 179 yards rushing. What did I tell you on Keys the Game? 180. 180 was my magic number today. They're going to exceed that. And I really believe that NIU, you get a 2-score lead in this type of game, you are in control. So defense does its job. Huskies scored next. And you might get yourself a road win here in Ypsilanti.
It is dead silent here in Randerson Stadium. As Telly Johnson Jr. goes 80 yards. Glass kicks it off. High end over end, and a fair catch from Javen Norman at the 5-yard line. Eastern Michigan with the touchback and get it at their own 25 going right to left. But how about these one-play drives? And that shows you what the explosiveness of this NIU offense can be on the ground.
Well, they have a bevy of backs, if you will, and what they're doing is using all of them. Thomas Hammock, Quinn Sanders are using them effectively because there's fresh guys, and a lot of times, okay, you want a bulwarker to go, 25, 28 carries, but there's 4 guys in the offensive backfield right now that all can be effective for the Huskies.
Noah Kim going to just have a QB run, power right up the gut, up to the 28-yard line for Noah Kim. A little fake pitch to the right. He just took it on the run. They're going to give him the 28, gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for Eastern Michigan. They're now down by 4.
Hey, how about the game that Hensley is playing? Oh, my goodness. We have called his name probably 4 or 5 times. Now, you say that's not much. Well, that's a ton for a defensive tackle.
3 down linemen for NIU on 2nd and 7. Kim throws, far side caught, but then taken down quickly on the far side. Nice tackle by Dante Harrison. The catch was made by Devereaux, be short of the first down. It'll bring up 3rd and short for Eastern Michigan. An interception for Dante Harrison. He's made some big stops. So it's 3rd and 2 for Eastern at their own 33. Noah Kim will look to the near side of the sideline, see what they want to call here. This will be a huge stop for NIU. After getting a touchdown, see if you can get a stop.
4-man front, 2 linebackers, 2 safeties.
It'll be a handoff McMillan right up the gut. That is enough. The first man couldn't get him. He gets past the 40 to the 41. Eagles move the chains on the run from Dante McMillan, the grad, transfer from Weber State.
He is definitely a good go-to guy.
He's been with Eastern Michigan now for a couple years. Another handoff McMillan, right between the hashes. Now tried to cut to his left. Not much there. Maturowski on that tackle. Also in on the play. Love to talk about Reggie Jean, the defensive tackle. maybe a gain of 1 up to the 42. So it's 2nd and 9 for the Eagles, going right to left at their own 42. Under 2:40 to play in the third quarter. Huskies up 10-6 after the 80-yard touchdown run for Telly Johnson Jr.
Tayshawn Thomas in at the field defensive end position. Jelani Williams at the boundary.
On 2nd and 9, Kim claps his hands, gets the snap. Pressure coming, Kim looking, throws it, middle field, incomplete. Tried to find the intended receiver right up the middle. That was Prosper, incomplete, too high. Now it's 3rd and 9 for Eastern Michigan. Clock stops, 2:23 to go in the third. NIU up 10-6.
Third down conversion's been a problem for both teams today. Right now, 4 out of 11 for Eastern Michigan, a team that had led the league in third down conversions coming in. But you're talking about one of the best defensive units on third down the last 2 years in NIU.
3rd and long for the Eagles at their own 42, going right to left. Ball set between the hashes. In motion is Prosper. Now back to the far side in motion. Kim has the snap. Pressure coming. Blitz on NIU. They throw middle of the field, caught. And enough of the first down on the far side. Jamarian Wheeler makes the catch. Taken down by Beeler, but not enough before they gain 9 and enough for the first down.
Yeah, that was a dart right there. Tip your cap to Noah Kim. And he did stay in the pocket. He was patient. He was poised. And he threw a dart to the 6'2", 185-pound quarterback.
Eastern now at the 47 in NIU. Handoff. Far side McMillan trying to get the edge. He's pushed out of bounds by Finley. They're going to mark him out of bounds on the far side. After a gain of about 1.5 yards. Just past the 45-yard line is Eastern Michigan. 2nd and 9. 90 seconds and counting in the third quarter. Huskies up 10-6.
Huskies 224 yards of offense compared to 216 for the Eagles.
Kim waits for the snap, gets it in the gun. Pressure comes. He's going to throw it deep. Near side, incomplete. Too far. Trying to get it to Wheeler, the grad transfer. Too far in the pass, incomplete. 3rd and 9 for Eastern Michigan at the Husky 46-yard line.
And Wheeler had some separation against Harrison on that particular pattern. Probably 3 or 4 yards and too tall. It was that time a missed play on the field by Noah Kim.
I wonder if Eastern maybe has 2 plays going to get this first down. They're down by 4. Still plenty of time. 1:20 to go in the third.
Yeah, it depends on what they do on this down. If they get it down to like the 40 or something, they would go 4 downs.
Eagles at the 46 of NIU. Kim waits for the snap. 4 receivers set. Kim has time. Pressure now coming out. Throws it near side. Incomplete. Pressure was coming from Jelani Williams. They were trying to get in the Wheeler on the near hash. Incomplete. Off the mark. Now it's 4th and long for Eastern Michigan, and they will punt it away. And that's what you like, right? In baseball, you get runs. You don't want to give up any runs. NIU gets it there. You get the 80-yard touchdown run from Telly Johnson Jr. Husky defense comes back. It's a stop.
Yeah, and they did force a punt by that incomplete pass. And so right now, it's Thomasak's job, their fine punter, not to boot this into the end zone, but to try to get this one inside the 20. But that's okay, because Telly Johnson just go 80 again.
Why not? And by the way, go Cubs.
Yes.
Thomasak will kick it away. End over end. Rogers is going to fake it, and then it's caught by Eastern Michigan at about the 3-yard line. It's a punt of 42 yards, and it is Damiel Rogers who makes the catch instead of Diari Rogers for NIU. So it'll be 1st and 10 for NIU, back at their own 4-yard line going left to right, but NIU leads 10-6 here in Ypsilanti. 1:09 to go in the third.
And that is what we talked about again. One of the keys of the game on the open is field position. So indeed, Thomasek does his job.
So Huskies at their own 4, left to right. Ball set between the hashes. Brady Davison in the guns. Got Johnson to his right after scoring from 80 yards out the last drive. 2 receivers in the near side. Handoff Johnson, angling left. Looking for anything. He's going to be stopped at the 2. Cut down. Loss of 2 on the play. Looked like Johnson was just kind of hesitating, looking for a hole. There was nothing there. It'll bring up 2nd and 12 for NIU. Under a minute to go in the third.
Outside zone just never developed. Not a seam for him to go through. What a running back does on zone blocking is he waits and sees where the hole develops rather than the old-fashioned hit a hole type of play. And in that particular time, Telly Johnson strung it out as the defense did because the hole never did indeed develop.
You don't want to have anything bad happen down here. Now it's your own 2 going left to right. Huskies up by 4. Under 30 seconds to go in the third. 2nd and 12 for the Huskies. Handoff Johnson going straight up the gut to the 5 on the left hash. Just get some positive yards. It'll be 3rd and long, but it'll happen in the 4th quarter. Through 45 minutes here, Ryerson Stadium in Ypsilanti. Eastern Michigan was up 6-3 at the half. The only score in the 3rd quarter was an 80-yard touchdown run for Telly Johnson Jr. Huskies have the lead. Going to the 4th here in Ypsilanti. Stay with us. NIU 10, Eastern Michigan 6. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
You work hard to keep your car running and your home safe, so it only makes sense to keep them protected with a company that has your interest at the heart of what they do. That's why turning to Country Financial for your car and home insurance is an easy choice. Country Financial has been providing insurance and protecting families like yours for 100 years. That's the kind of stability you can trust. Our dedicated reps live and work in your communities and are ready to connect you to get you the insurance that fits your needs. Get more from your car and home insurance at countryfinancial.com.
Listen, the football landscape has changed a lot. NIL deals, social media, the transfer portal. There's never been more distractions for an athlete. But Powerade knows what's most important, the commitment to the game. With 50% more electrolytes than Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Powerade hydrates athletes as they block out the noise and put in the work. Hydrate your grind with Powerade. Grab a pack today at a store near you. See product label for additional details. It takes more.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
From dream weddings to high-energy corporate events, NRG Music brings the music, the vibe, the party. Book now at nrgmusicdjs.com or call 815-793-9426. Let's make your event legendary. NRG Music, 815-793-9426 or nrgmusicdjs.com. We move to the 4th quarter here in Ryerson Stadium, Ypsilanti, Michigan. NIU leading 10-6 over the Eagles of Eastern Michigan. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. Tony Strikes, our producer, back in the network studios. So we haven't seen a lot of scoring, but how about the run from Telly Johnson Jr. in that 3rd quarter from 80 yards to give NIU the lead. Now NIU comes back, though, Mark. 3rd and 9 at their own 5 going left to right. I don't see them putting it in the air this time, but hopefully see if they can get a run going. Just want to get out of that field position game right now if you're NIU.
Yeah, you would certainly like to churn a first down or 2 in this drive just to get out of jail, but right now your back's against the wall. There is no doubt about that. We'll see what they dial up right here from an offensive play call.
It's amazing what an 80-yard run will do to the offensive numbers, huh?
Yeah, that's right.
You look at total plays and total yards. NIU now with 226 total yards. Eastern Michigan with 216, but on the ground now, NIU 30 carries, 181. A lot of that, the 80-yarder from Telly Johnson. Eastern Michigan with 104 rushing yards.
This is the 2nd time in 6 games that NIU has led going into the 4th quarter. So it's hang on time. And I mentioned to you off the air, but I'll bear it for our listeners that, NIU scores next with this defense, a 2-score game. I think would solidify their chances as the time runs down. But a lot of work to do right now on your own 5-yard line with 8 yards to go to move the sticks.
Officially 3rd and 9 at the Husky 5 going right to left. Huskies up by 4 as we start this 4th. Huskies in the road, white jerseys, white pants, black helmets with the black numbers. Eagles in the home greens, green pants, green jerseys, green helmets with the silver numbers. 3rd and 9 for NIU at their 5. Brady Davidson, the freshman, has Johnson to his left in the gun. 3 receivers. Rogers now in motion to the far side, now back to the near. Davidson gets a snap. Handoff Johnson to the right. Breaks some tackles again up to the 14-yard line. He might just be a yard short. It's going to be close. Are they going to say just short? No, move the chains. First down. Got enough for Telly Johnson Jr., a gain of 9.
Absolutely a huge first down pickup. And he was one guy away from another house
yes,
call.
He was.
One guy away from another house call, but that's okay because the Huskies move the sticks and get out of jail. Remember, this started their own 4-yard line.
I bet NIU will use some clock now, up by 4. It's Jalen Macon, the quarterback.
They're going to look at it. the spot.
Ruling on the previous play was the runner down beyond the line to gain for a first down. That play is under further review.
We're kind of far. From the naked eye, I thought he was a little bit short, but we'll see. Referee Jason Perkins will come to the near side. You mentioned that Telly Johnson had to break a couple tackles on that when he was maybe got a couple, 2 or 3 yards, broke one tackle and was able to get to the 9 yards. But we'll see if NIU has enough to move the chains here with 14:24 to go in the ball game and NIU up 10-6.
120 yards right now, 121 yards for Telly Johnson Jr.
It's close. Looking at a replay here in the booth. See if this will hold or stand if you're an NIU fan. It was 3rd and 9 for NIU. They were at their own 5. Johnson took it to the right, cut in, got to the 14, and the officials to this near side are looking.
Big call for both teams. NIU with a fresh set of downs if this call stands. Remember, on the field, the mark is first down NIU.
Ball is marked at the 14. Jason Perkins is done looking. He's going to get a call right here.
After review, the ruling on the field of a first down is upheld.
Thank you.
First down, Northern Illinois.
Appreciate it.
You know, you go back last week, you talked about their overtime loss to Buffalo where they went for 2. That was devastating. Buffalo had to kick a 50-yard field goal at the end of regulation to send it into overtime. So Eastern Michigan was right there against the Buffalo Bulls in that football game, and they're right there against the Huskies right now with the Huskies a fresh set it out. We have a new quarterback.
Jalen Macon, the quarterback, has Johnson to his left on 1st and 10 for NIU at their own 14, going right to left up by 4. Handoff Johnson. Englund to his right. Gets it up to the 15, a gain of 1. Clock continues to run. Final 14 minutes of the ball game with NIU up 10-6.
Johnson on the carry. So when you're utilizing Johnson is because it's a running situation for NIU in this field position area, and he is an extra running threat more than Brady Davidson. So there's basically 3 runners in the backfield right now for the Huskies.
NIU using that play clock. They'll snap with under 10. Macon, little RPO. Coming to the near wing, trying to get the edge. Does, tiptoeing the near sideline. They're going to say he went out at the 17. Gain of 2. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long for NIU. Clock continues to run, 13 and a half to play. NIU up by 4. Brady Davidson back in, Macon out on this passing play for NIU.
It's usually Diari Rogers' time right now. He has 1 catch on the afternoon for 6 yards. He now has caught a football in 26 consecutive games.
3rd and 7 for NIU at their own 17, going right to left. Just over 13 minutes to play. Huskies up by 4. Davidson all alone in the gun, 5 receivers set. Play clock down to 3. Davidson gets a snap. Has time. It's going to roll to his right. See if a receiver can get open. David still looking around, looking, throws. Far side, and it is incomplete. It was caught out of bounds by one of the defensive backs. It was Jason Marshall, but he was out of bounds trying to make a diving catch. So incomplete on 3rd down for NIU. Huskies have to punt up by 4.
Well, I think we mentioned this last week, but it bears repeating one more time. Rob Harley talks about not competing against the other team's offense, but being the best defense on the field. At this juncture, NIU has not allowed Eastern Michigan into the end zone, just 2 field goals.
Ferentz gets it away. It's going to take a bounce and go. Good bounce for NIU at the 45 down to the 40, and now a couple Huskies are going to let it roll down to the Eagle 36-yard line. It wasn't a
timeout on the
long
field.
punt, but it took a Husky
Media
bounce.
timeout.
But it will be a 48-yard punt altogether for Jake Ferentz. Eastern Michigan gets it back. They're down by 4. 12:44 to go in the 4th here in Ypsilanti, Ryerson Stadium. NIU 10, Eastern Michigan 6. You're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Good morning, NIU sports fans. David with Brothers Country Supply. We are proud to sponsor NIU sports and supply you with all your animal needs. With over 50 brands of dog food, I have to call it a gem of Canaday dog food. Canaday is made in Texas, more nutrients per cup, available in 40-pound bags, not the tiny 20, 30-pounders you see, and the mission with making a dog food better for the pets and the planet. Come into any Brothers Country Supply location and save big on Canaday dog food. That's Brothers Country Supply in DeKalb, Ottawa, Morris, Oswego, and Plano. A proud sponsor of all NIU athletics, making a pet's quality of life better every day.
The flagship station for NIU Husky football is 94.9 WDKB.
12:44 to go in the fourth quarter here in Ypsilanti. NIU up 10-6. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo here in the booth. Let's go down to Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. We're battling RF today, but Terry, your thoughts as the defense is coming back on the field and the energy on that sidelines?
Yeah, it's tense. I just got back to the sideline. I spent the last few minutes up in the crowd hanging out with some of the NIU fans, and you feel the same things in the crowd as you feel on the field right now, which is everybody's feeling good about this defense. They want a little bit more out of the offense. I think there's certainly some frustration in the crowd right now at the inability to move the football on that last drive, but NIU's playing it safe at the moment, and I think as you guys have been talking about out there, the way this defense is playing, you want to make sure you don't make any big mistakes on offense. Once you have that lead, if you can extend it a little bit more, great. If nothing else, though, the defense has not given up a touchdown yet, and if they don't, I feel pretty confident they're going to win the game. So I think that's where everybody's at right now. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid to screw this up, and I think it's going to be on the edge of your seat the rest of the game, as it usually is.
That's the way the Cardiac Cananes have been. One-score games throughout Thomas Hammock's tenure. We know he's had a ton of them, 43 of his 75 games. Well over half have gone to one-score games, and we're at it once again today.
I'm getting word Terry Bonadonna was having a signing party up there. He's signing autographs. He's kissing babies. I tell Terry all the time.
He should be a politician.
He should be. It's Eagles, first and 10 at their own 36. Hand off to the near side. Now cuts up, breaks some tackles, 40, 45, 50, the 45 on the near sideline, and a good run on the near side for Dante McMillan. Finding some space, able to get inside NIU territory. It's a run of 18 for McMillan.
So just short of an explosive 20-yard play, but a big momentum getter for McMillan, who we've continued to sing his praises as this football game's gone along. Third leading rusher in the MAC.
Eagles get to the Husky 44, going left to right. Another handoff, McMillan, again, going right, trying to get the edge, cannot. Matt Chorowski's going to take him down from behind. Still a good gain on first down, though, for McMillan. Give him a gain of 3 up to the 41, or bring up 2nd and 7 for Eastern Michigan. 12:05 and counting in the fourth quarter. NIU up 10-6 here in Ypsilanti.
Well, McMillan's going to be the key to this drive.
On 2nd and 7, and we get a false start.
Going to be a little movement on the far side.
Referee Jason Perkins.
First guy to make that call was Taylor Powell, a freshman.
False start, offense, number 17. 5-yard penalty, second down.
It's going to be called on the wide receiver, Benson Prosper. So they'll call it second down and 12 for Eastern. Back at the Husky 46. Under 12 minutes to play. Clock is running, 10-6 NIU.
Unforced error by the Eagles.
Long, the tight end in motion to the near side. 4 receivers set. Kim gets a snap. Pocket holds. Kim throws, middle of the field, caught. And a sliding catch down to the 31-yard line for that tight end, Joshua Long. Move the chains for Eastern Michigan, a gain of 13. They'll go quickly at the Husky 32. Hand off McMillan right up the middle. Roy Williams takes him down, but not before he gets to the 26-yard line.
A little bit of momentum right now for Eastern Michigan. They take that penalty, hit the tight end who had just come into the game. We mentioned that they might be using him on the outside. They ran him on a crossing pattern, and then they go first down, Roman McMillan.
2nd and 5. Hand off McMillan. Taken down from behind by Roy Williams. McMillan tried to move to his right. Roy Williams said, no, you're going down for a loss. Roy Williams with a big play.
Big play on the Husky defense right there at an opportune time. Williams just shed the block, then played up and held his edge and made an individual tackle.
Another big third down coming. It's 3rd and 10 now for Eastern at the Husky 32. 10.5 to go in the fourth. NIU up by 4. On the gray turf in Ypsilanti. Kim gets the snap. He's going to run it. And he's taken down. No, he gets out of 1. Inside the 25, and he dives to the 20. One of the Huskies had it. It was Deshaun Dixon. Looked like he was going down, but some way, somehow, Kim standing on his feet and got the first down for Eastern Michigan.
Oh, that's a play that got away from Deshaun Dixon, because that would have been a loss. Instead, with a little bit of Houdini, a little bit of magic, Noah Kim averts the loss and picks up a first down with a big 12, 13-yard pickup.
1st and 10. Kim fakes the pitch. Looking to throw, does. Near side, caught by Long. In the 10. At the 5, steps out of bounds. I can call him at the 6. Long on a pass to the near side. Tiptoeing the lines. 15 on the catch from Long. 1st and goal for Eastern Michigan at the Husky 7.
You figure at this point, depending on, the next couple plays, they would make it 4 downs and go for 6 rather than 3, dependent on what they get on these 2 downs or 3 downs.
3 receivers set. Kim. Well, RPO handoff to McMillan. Nothing there. He stood up. Great play by the NIU line. Hensley's in on that tackle. Also coming up is Dixon. 2nd and goal for the Huskies. 2nd and goal for the Eagles.
Dixon missed one earlier. We got that one. Hensley has been a beast on the inside. Just shedding blocks, using his feet, using his quickness, using his hands to make plays. Gasaway checks in. Maturowski out at the linebacker position. Huskies are going to have 6 or 7 in the box, but keep your eyes on Noah Kim. You cannot lose sight of the football here.
2nd and goal for the Eagles at the 7. Looks like Huskies might bring pressure. We'll see. Kim gets the snap. Steps back. Looking to throw. Now pressure coming. He's going to roll to his left. Pressure coming. He's going to throw. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. Long. They went to Long in the end zone. He makes the catch over Jasper Beeler. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. They take the lead back with 8:31 to go in the fourth.
I'll tell you what, they did not involve the tight end for 3 quarters or 3.5 quarters this football game. And then the tight end, an integral part of that entire drive. And that one, he takes his big, long body and snatches that ball out of the air.
Yeah, just using the 6'5", 245 to kind of box out Jasper Beeler. The PAT to our right from Rudy Kessinger. Snap, hold, kick is up. The kick is good. So Eastern Michigan takes the lead back.
Timeout on the field. Full media timeout.
31 to go in the fourth quarter. Eastern Michigan 13, the Huskies 10. As you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. When the music matters, when the party has to be perfect, there's only one name, NRG Music. From dream weddings to high-energy corporate events and every celebration in between, we bring the beats, the energy, and the unforgettable moments. Our DJs know how to pack a dance floor and keep it moving all night long. Your event isn't just another gig, it's your big night, and we make it legendary. Book NRG Music today at nrgmusicdjs.com or call 815-793-9426. NRG Music, bringing the energy every time.
College football fans, Chris Fowler here with the play call. This season, go for Dose with ice-cold, refreshing Dos Equis. It's more than a single play. It's a mindset. Think of it as a 2-point conversion for real life. Taking the risk, making the bold move. Whenever we get the chance to go big, we take it. On the field and off, always go for Dose with Dos Equis.
Enjoy Dos Equis responsibly. Copyright 2024 Dos Equis Lager Especial Beer. Imported by Cervezas Mexicanas, White Plains, New York.
Husky pride and sounding good in your ride. 94.9 WDKB.
Hey, Husky fans, for every Husky touchdown this season, Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb will donate $100 to the DeKalb Education Fund, benefiting students in District 428. When the Huskies score, so do local students. Go Huskies, and thank you, Brian Bemis Toyota of DeKalb. We take one of those touchdowns right now. 8:31 to go in the fourth. Ryerson Stadium, Ypsilanti. Eastern Michigan 13, NIU 10. Andy Garcia, Mark Lindo, Terry Bonadonna here in Ryerson Stadium. Tony Strikes back in our network studios as Mark NIU now playing catch-up as Eastern Michigan got the touchdown drive.
Yeah, Noah Kim, his 8th touchdown strike of the season. This one 6 yards to his tight end Joshua Long, who I believe had 3 catches on that drive. With 8:31 to go, the Eagles claim a 13-10 lead after that 9-play, 64-yard scoring drive that took 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So they answer after Telly Johnson Jr.'s touchdown with 4:4 to go earlier. Then the Huskies punt on the last possession. And this is a situation where this, with 8:31 to go, the offense has a chance to complement the defense by scoring right now. The defense is, for the most part all year long, kept NIU in the football games through the first 5.5 games. Now it's the offense's chance to go ahead and move the football, put points on the board, and pick up the defense who just got scored upon. Remember, a field goal would tie things.
8:31 left to go in the fourth. Eastern Michigan up 13-10. Nathan Dybert will kick it left to right. The lefty will put it away. And, of course, back deep for NIU is Devion Reynolds. He's already returned 1 kickoff this season.
We saw it.
Dybert kicks it off. End over end. Reynolds can let it go. Bounce behind him in the end zone. Go in the back of the end zone. Out of bounds. Touchback NIU. So they'll start at their own 25. NIU will. Going right to left. Down by 3.
Wind's picking up a little bit, and it's swirling, but appears to be a bit against NIU on their last drives of this football game.
Brady Davidson, the quarterback. So far, Davidson 6 of 13, passing 45 yards. Shavon Wright, the back to his left in the gun. 3 receivers to the far side for NIU. 1st and 10. Huskies down by 3. 8:31 to play in the fourth.
11 personnel, 1 tight end, 1 back.
Handoff, Shavon Wright. Wright gets past the 30 up to the 32-yard line. Nice gain of 7 on first down. Right between the hashes.
Good job by Tweedy on the left side, Melkor on the left side. A little help from Applegate as Huskies ran a little bit to the outside zone right there. Good vision and cutback ability by Shavon Wright.
LaDon Bryant, DeArtie Rogers, and Gary Givens, the receivers on the far side. On 2nd and 4, Huskies at their own 31. Davidson looks to throw, has time, throws deep, far side, and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Eastern Michigan up to the 40, 35-30, still on his feet inside the 15 down to the 14. It was picked off by Bryce Llewellyn, senior from Indianapolis, picks it off, and now the Eagles get it back inside the red zone of NIU after the interception.
That ball was thrown into double coverage, did not have enough giddy up on Llewellyn, was basically playing center field as the safety behind help over the top, and he just sat back. That ball was up there a bit too long.
They're going to mark the ball down at the 15 of NIU to our right. After the interception from Bryce Llewellyn, he was the MAC Defensive Player of the Week back on September 22nd.
Biggest play of the game thus far right there. His dad played football at Ball State. How'd he get to Eastern Michigan? His dad, Marlon.
Eagles have it to our right. 1st and 10. Kim, handoff, no. Gives off to McMillan. He does on the handoff. McMillan to the far side, cuts back in at the far numbers. Down to about the 13-yard line. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 now for Eastern Michigan. Nice little play fake there. Looked like Kim had it, but he did give it off to McMillan. Under 7.5 to go in the fourth. NIU down by 3. Eagles at the doorstep of the Huskies to our right.
Using the play clock to its fullest extent, most of these plays down the stretch.
2nd and 8. Handoff McMillan. Gets to the 11, just trying to juke and jive inside the hashes. It'll be up 3rd down and 5 for Eastern. At the Husky 10, 7 minutes and counting in the fourth, with Eastern Michigan up 13-10.
Huge play if you hold them to a field goal attempt.
And a flag, and I think I say this on Eastern Michigan. Kim clapped his hands. They didn't snap it. And this is going to be on Eastern Michigan. They're going to be pushed back 5.
False start. Offense, number 50. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
They called on the left guard, Owen Snively. Clock stops at 6:49 to go in the fourth. Eagles have the ball in the lead, 13-10. They're at the Husky 15. It's now 3rd and 10 for Eastern Michigan.
Snively, 6'4", 300. It's not a huge offensive line, but that's a big guy in his own right. Again, this is maybe the biggest offensive play of the game. If you hold him to a field goal attempt, keep him out of the end zone.
3 receivers for the Eagles, 2 to the near side on 3rd and 10 at the Husky 15 to our right. Clock continues to run, 6:33, 6:32 left to go in the fourth. McMillan to the left of Kim in the gun. Kim gets the snap, handoff McMillan. Up the middle, drags some Huskies down to the 10. It'll be short of the first down. Gain of 5, so it's 4th and 5, and the Eagles will come in for a field goal attempt, but you got to give a round of applause to that Husky defense.
Yeah, they get first and goal or first inside the 20 in the red zone from the 15, and they only gained 4 yards. NIU's defense has been able to keep this at the most still a one-score game of 6 points if this field goal attempt is good.
This will be a 28-yard field goal attempt for Kessinger from the left hash, far side. Going to our right. Wind is up a little bit. The flag's on the top of the post, moving just a bit. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. The 28-yard field goal is good for Eastern Michigan, so it's still
on the field. Immediate timeout.
It's a one-possession game here. After the turnover and the interception for Brady Davidson, the Husky defense only gives up 3. 5:40 to play in the fourth, Rynerson Stadium. Eastern Michigan 16, Huskies 10. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Husky Van, your NIU Huskies present the Youth Sports Day pregame skills clinic for youth 12 and under with NIU student athletes happening Saturday, October 25th prior to the NIU football game against Ball State. The Youth Sports Day pregame skills clinic is free and open to the public. Registration deadline is Sunday, October 19th. Go to NIUHuskies.com to register or email sportsmarketing@niu.edu and go Huskies.
Listen, the football landscape has changed a lot. NIL deals, social media, the transfer portal. There's never been more distractions for an athlete. But Powerade knows what's most important, the commitment to the game. With 50% more electrolytes than Gatorade Thirst Quencher, Powerade hydrates athletes as they block out the noise and put in the work. Hydrate your grind with Powerade. Grab a pack today at a store near you. See product label for additional details. It takes more.
Your radio home for NIU football is 94.9 WDKB.
NIU will get the ball back. 5:40 to play, fourth quarter here in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Rynerson Stadium. Eastern Michigan tacks on a field goal after an interception from the Eagle defense. It's 16-10 now, Eastern Michigan. Let's go down to Terry Bonadonna on the sidelines. To say this is a big one after an interception, this will test the mind of what Brady Davidson has, Terry.
Yeah, there's no question about it. And one thing that I think we're looking for on the sideline right now is just some kind of spark. We saw it a little bit after the interception earlier from Dante Harrison. I just haven't really seen anything on the offensive side on the sideline right now where guys are trying to get themselves pumped up. And, you know, I know everybody prepares for the play and they prepare for the game differently. So the fact that there's not a lot of animation right now, I don't think says much. But I think at this point in the game, there's been enough frustration on the offensive side that you're exactly right. What Brady Davidson comes out to do after this kickoff is going to tell us a lot about how he's feeling in this game right now and about how well this offense in general is going to respond to adversity.
He has a chance to have this next drive define him if he can move his team down the field for a touchdown. Now, if you're Davion Reynolds, obviously he was kicked into the end zone. You're not going to run it back. But if anything can be returned, you may as well go for the big special teams play. Try to get some kind of juice out of your special teams.
Again, 5:40 left to go in the fourth quarter here in Rynerson Stadium. And kickoff, it's touched by one of the up men. Reynolds picks it up at the 10, 15, 20. And that is Elijah Porter bringing it back. Porter, check that. Yeah, Elijah Porter has it. And they're going to say he gets up to about the 32-yard line. So when the up men touched it, Porter picked it up at the 10, got it out to the 32. Ball set right between the hashes on a big drive coming up for NIU. Down by 6, 16-10, 5:33 to go, fourth quarter. Brady Davidson will come back out. Huskies going right to left. Two receivers to the near side. Telly Johnson Jr. to the left of Davidson in the gun. Davidson, handoff, Johnson between the hashes. Gets past the 35, up to the 36-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for NIU. Again, right between the hashes for Telly Johnson Jr.
Huskies, Ross Legal in on this drive. Interesting. That feels how well he's playing right now. Huskies are gone double tight end. They seem to be doing the same thing. 11 personnel, one back, one tight end in right now.
Rogers and Gibbons, the receivers to the near side. Tight coverage from the secondary on those receivers. And then there's 2nd and 6. Another handoff, Johnson to the right. Breaks one tackle, breaks a couple more. Almost got free on the far side, gets past the 40, up past the 43. It'll be enough for a first down. It looked like he was going to be taken down for a loss on the far side. Able to break some tackles, cut it up to the field, and get a first down. How about Telly Johnson Jr. adding to what he's had so far, about 127 on the ground.
That was a tremendous run because it could have been a TFL. Instead, they move the 6 and have a little bit of juice.
Another handoff to Johnson again. Past the 45. To the 46-yard line. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7 now for NIU. 4:17 and counting in the fourth. On this gray turf in Ypsilanti.
Huskies continue to use 2 tight ends on this drive.
Eastern Michigan with 3 timeouts. NIU with 3 timeouts. They'll be under 4 minutes to play on this next snap. On 2nd and 7 for NIU at their own 46. Ball set the far right hash. Davidson gets a snap, rolls to his left. Pressure coming, throws near side. That's caught by D'Ari Rogers. But the pass takes Rogers out of bounds. Not much on a gain. They're going to say he got to the 47. It'll be a gain of 1. So now, 3rd and 6 for NIU at their own 47. Going right to left. Clock continues to run. 3:40. 3:39 left to go in the fourth. NIU down by 6.
NIU 3 for 12 on 3rd downs on the afternoon. Won't be a bigger one to pick up than right here.
Can we get something deep? Get the first down, something to keep this drive going for NIU. Rogers in motion to the far side. Davidson, handoff right. Breaks a couple tackles, past midfield. Tries to find anything going forward to the 49, but well short of the first down. They had to get to the 47. They'll bring up 4th and 2 for NIU. Just over 3 to play in the fourth.
Every play is a game situation right now.
Davidson will be the quarterback. Shavon Wright to his right in the gun on 4th and 2. Huskies at the Eagle 49. Down by 6. Gibbons in motion to the far side. Davidson gets the snap, rolls to his right, throws, and the pass is caught by Rogers out of bounds on the far side. It had been a big gainer on a long out pattern to Rogers, but he can't make the catch. Out of bounds, incomplete, and Eastern Michigan gets back.
That play took a little bit too long to develop. That's why Rogers ran out of real estate. He had his lead man. Huskies only 2 receivers in that particular route. And it seemed like he was open the ball just a little bit too late getting there, and he couldn't get a foot down.
You know what, Mark? They might take a look at this. They might just take a look at this. I mean, it's not. Rogers tried to get 1 foot down on the far side. Not enough. They're not looking at it. So Eastern takes back the ball with 2:40 to play at their own 49, going left to right.
Basically, NIU has 4 timeouts, including the 2-minute timeout. So plenty of time if you get the stop.
Long in motion. Handoff McMillan. Right between the hashes. Stood up right at midfield. Gain of 1. Timeout NIU.
There's the first one.
Maturowski on the bottom of the pile. Also in on the tackle, Quinn Erweiler.
Timeout on the field. Charge timeout, Northern Illinois. They're first of the half. Please reset the game clock to 2:35.
So 2:35 left. 2nd and 9 for Eastern Michigan. At midfield, going left to right. Eagles up by 6, 16-10. As Mark mentioned, you still have the 2-minute timeout.
So theoretically,
trying to make a stand again, Mark.
Yeah, theoretically, NIU. I mean, they have 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout, so they will probably use another one if they get a running stop here. You have to contain Noah Kim. This is where a quarterback like him is dangerous if he decides to drop back into a pass pattern where he can create things with his feet. Make sure you hold the edge on the outside. The 2 defensive ends have to do their job.
2nd and 9 for the Eagles at midfield. Ball set near right hash. In motion. It's Prosper. They give him the jet sweep to the far side. Tries to break one tackle, does to the 47, but a nice play by Glasper to make him cut back in at the far numbers, and he's taken down again. I'm going to say at the 48. Timeout again, NIU. So let's bring up 3rd and 7 for Eastern Michigan. Now at the Husky 48, 2:32 to go. 4th quarter, Huskies down by 6.
Great clock management using those timeouts by Thomas Hammock. Very smart using his analytics right in the face of the side judge calling a timeout.
Northern Illinois, they're second of the half. 30 seconds.
So they've run 2 plays, have the Eagles, and only burned 8 seconds off this scoreboard clock.
There's no way they put it in the air, do they?
That's a great question. I'm glad that I'm not offensive coordinator for the Eagles in Mike Piatkowski, because this is a difficult decision right here. I guess if it's me, which it's not, I run the football and say, go ahead and use your last timeout.
Your defense is only giving up 10 points.
Yes.
And you're going to make the freshman quarterback, if you don't get
beat
it.
you. You're going to make the freshman quarterback beat you with no timeouts left.
3rd and 7. Again, for Eastern Michigan at the Husky 48. Going left to right. Ball set far left hash at 3rd and 7. Coming up. Huskies crowd the box. Kim waits for the snap in the gun. Gets it. RPO. He's going to keep it. Tries to run right side, taken down by Quinn Erweiler. Timeout called.
Timeout, Northern Illinois. Their 3rd and final charge timeout of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
It's a 4th and 6 for Eastern Michigan now with 2:26 to go. It was a faking of RPO. Kim was looking kind of go to his right, and a great tackle there, and gets the stop.
I think he would have thrown the football had he found a man open on the first break out of the cuts for his receivers, but not there. NIU's defense gets a 3 and out, and Thomas Hammock does a great job with clock management. Only 14 seconds came off the clock in those 3 plays. So the Huskies should get the ball back, 2:18 or 2:19 to go, have a play, and then another 2-minute timeout. So I don't think the clock is a big a factor as people might surmise right now. Plenty of time to move the ball down the field, use the sidelines.
Mitchell Thomasak stands at his own 39 to our left. We'll kick it away. Back deep to our right is Diari Rogers. Thomasak has plenty of time. End over end punt. Rogers is going to let it bounce, and it goes in the end zone. It bounced at the 2, goes right in the middle of the end zone, so it'll be a touchback for NIU. I mean, I'll talk about Mark Atlanta, 2:18.
Yeah, there you go.
And NIU will have it their own 20, down by 6. No timeouts, but again, you still have the 1 timeout, the 2-minute timeout coming. Well, this sometimes defines. We talked about it with longtime voice, Bill Baker. You talked about a long time, me on the side. Sometimes these are the drives that starts a career for NIU quarterbacks. We've seen it in the past.
Defining
moments.
Is one. Defining moments.
We'll see what happens.
And if you so choose, you certainly can run the football right here, because 2:18, it would probably take it to the 2-minute mark, but you can use the element of unsuspect, if you will. Eastern Michigan obviously playing pass. Looks like they're still going to rush 4. I thought they might only rush 3 in this situation.
1st and 10 for NIU. At their own 20, going right to left, down by 6. Davidson looking to throw, does. Near side caught Demopoulos up to about the 24-yard line. The clock will stop. They're going to give him maybe 2.5.
Not much there, and Eastern Michigan's happy to give you 2.5.
And because it's over 2 minutes, the clock continues to run. You see if you can get one more play off. 2:04, 2:03. Davidson, handoff. Johnson, England to his left. Not much. defense for Eastern Michigan comes up and gets a stop at the 23. And that will take us to the 2-minute timeout with a big third down coming. We'll get the 2-minute timeout.
Timeout on the field. This is the 2-minute timeout. Please put 1:58 on the game clock, please.
1:58 officially. So it'll be 3rd and 6 for NIU at their own 24, down by 6. Stay with us. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
Northwestern Medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance agents can help protect your future dreams, like turning your home into an oasis. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
American Family Insurance.
NIU football lives here. 94.9 WDKB.
1:58 to play in the fourth quarter. Ypsilanti, Michigan. Ryerson Stadium. Eastern Michigan leads 16-10. Huskies have a 3rd and 6. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to NIU Football on the Constantino Law Firm, Husky Sports Network. From Van Wagner.
WDKB DeKalb. A Midwest family station.
Huskies at their own 24 going right to left. 3rd and 6 coming. 1:58. Huskies with no timeouts, down by 6.
Huskies over the last 4 games are 24 for their last 88 on third down conversions. A lot of that's been because it's 3rd and long. We talked about that at the beginning of this football game. Hard to move the 6th, 3rd and 7th, 3rd and 8. If you're going to win a football game on the road in the last $1.58, you have to convert here on 3rd or 4th. Obviously 4-down territory for Thomas Hammock, who again did a great job utilizing that clock when Eastern Michigan took over with 2:40 to go. The defense did their job.
Davidson today 8 of 17, 50 yards on 3rd and 6 for the Huskies at their own 24. Right to left, 1:58 to go on the gray turf of the factory, Ryerson Stadium.
Eastern Michigan sideline got a little bit of giddy up on him, jumping up and down on this 3rd down play.
4 receivers, 2 to each side. Johnson the back to the left of Davidson in the gun on this 3rd down. The crowd rises. Demopoulos in motion to the far side. Davidson has the snap. Looking to throw, does. Middle of the field, caught! Up to the 35, still on their feet. Past the 40 for D.R.E. Rogers. Rogers makes the catch. Move the chains for NIU. It's a gain of 16.
One of the best balls of the day. Now it's a late flag. I think it's going to be 15 against Eastern Michigan.
Whoa.
For some extracurricular, non-necessary emotions, if you will.
It is.
41 will move into Eagle territory.
Game. Defense, number 1. 5 yards added to the end of the run.
Okay, just a 5-yard
play is a first down.
Yeah, Joshua Scott called for the delay. We'll take it, though. Huskies up to their own 46 now, 1st and 10. 1:51 to play. NIU down by 6.
6 defenders, DBs in for Eastern Michigan. They're rushing 4, 1 linebacker, and everybody else is playing pass at the back end. It looks like a 6-man shell out there against NIU. They'll give them anything underneath.
Bryant Demopoulos, the receivers to the near side. Again, Davidson in the gun, 1st and 10. Davidson gets the snap. Pressure coming, pocket holds, throws, far side, and the defender or the receiver fell down. D.R.E. Rogers slipped trying to make his cut to the outside, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now for NIU, 1:46 to go. Huskies at their own 46, they're down 16-10.
They had one-on-one coverage right there against Jalen Mons, the defensive back there out of Fort Pierce, Florida. Just a freshman, they went after him. But as you mentioned, the unfortunate slip negated any kind of chance for a completion.
Bunch set for NIU. Bryant, the receiver, to the near side. 2nd and 10 for NIU. Davidson has the snap. Pocket holds, throws, middle of the field. That's caught. It's a catch past midfield for LaDon Bryant on the crossing pattern. He's taken down at the 49. Bring up 3rd down and 5. Clock continues to run. 128, 127. Officially 3rd and 4 at the Eagle 48. 4 receivers. Davidson has the snap. Looking to throw. It's a lob far side out of bounds. He just threw it away. And now it's 4th and 4. I know he doesn't want to force anything. You want to live for another play, and NIU will play for 4th down here. 4th and 4 for NIU at the Eagle 48, going right to left. 1:17 to go with the Huskies down by 6.
Now that was a prudent play right there. I'm surprised right now Eastern Michigan doesn't use a timeout defensively to make sure they
might
cross their T's, dotted their I's, but it looks like they're going to let NIU play out. Chris Creighton with a little bit of mental imagery here.
4th
and
and 4, timeout, Eastern Michigan.
As we
Timeout,
anticipated.
Eastern Michigan, their first charge, timeout of the half. This will be a 30-second timeout.
NIU had a bunch set up, but the Don Bryant with the receiver to the near side, a little spread out. So 4th and 4, we catch our breath with 1:17 to play in the 4th. 16-10 now, Eastern Michigan.
Well, what you have here quite clearly is if you can convert and get 4 more downs from the 44-yard line or in, then you could take some shots to the end zone. You're close enough to take some shots to the end zone. So you want to buy 4 more plays with whatever selection they come up with right here.
Ball set just past the 49-yard line. Officially 3rd and 4. The Eagle 48. 4th down. 4 receivers, 2 to each side for NIU. Davidson in the gun. Has right now to his right hip. Looks like Eastern might bring some pressure. We'll see.
Only 3 down linemen. We'll see if they bring people from the edge or not up at the field.
Davidson getting the offensive line all set up. 4th and 4. Davidson has the snap. Looks left. Looking right. Throws. Middle field. Caught! Enough for the first down and more inside the 35. Moving the pile to the 30, still inside the 30. It's still moving like a rugby pile down to the 27-yard line. What a catch for D'Ari Rogers. Move the chains. A gain of 22, stops the clock, 1:04 left.
He just sat right in the middle of that zone, and rolling to his right, throwing back against the grain was Brady Davidson. The Huskies should have 4 shots to the end zone now.
Davidson looking to throw, 1st and 10. Pressure comes, he throws, far side incomplete. He just got it away. The pressure is coming from his backside from Quincy Bias. Incomplete pass, far side. 55 seconds left, 2nd and 10 for NIU at the Eagle 27.
Really good play by Brady Davidson right there to avert the sack and throw it out of bounds. And NIU right now, you don't have to be in hurry-up mode on this play because it's a dead ball, a dead clock right now. So go ahead, settle yourselves, get the play in right now, and regain your poise on a dead clock.
2nd and 10 at the Eagle 27. Davidson, pressure comes, he's got to throw it away on the far side again. The pressure's coming quickly as Davidson is slow to get up.
He took a hit.
Pressure came from, again, that defensive end. So it's 3rd and 10. I got to give credit to Gary Givens. Givens made that catch to make the 4th down to keep that going. It's 3rd and 10 for NIU at the Eagle 27. Going right to left. 50 seconds left. Huskies down by 6.
Iziozo's got to do his job right here, right tackle. They're going to rush off the edge.
Davidson, pressure coming. Davidson looks to throw. Far side, too high on the pass. They're trying to find Givens on the far side. Again, just too high. And now it's 4th and 10. At the Eagle 27, another 4th down for NIU. They converted once. Can they do it again? 46 seconds left. Huskies down by 6. Going right to left. 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Davidson in the gun. 4th and 10. The crowd rises. Davidson has the snap. Pressure coming. Davidson looking to throw. Middle of the field, too far, incomplete. They tried to find Givens in the end zone. He was double covered. Too far, incomplete, and NIU turns it over on downs. With 40 seconds left, no timeouts.
Huskies utilized the last 240 pretty well, but just couldn't come up with the big play they needed. That drive started way back at their own 20. They got it down to the 22 before they go 4 and out right there. I'm sorry, the 27 before they go 4 and out.
Eagles only have to snap it once, victory formation. And the Eagles will get the win by 6.
Another one-score game for NIU.
There's the victory formation for Noah Kim. And that should do it. Should be over.
Thomas Hammock on his way over to shake hands with Chris Creighton, as the Eagles do indeed hold serve on their home field.
Final seconds run down. Huskies had opportunities late, but can't connect. And Eastern Michigan will improve their record to 2-5 overall, 1-2 in the MAC. NIU, the record now 1-5, 0-2 in MAC play. The final score from Rynerson Stadium in Ypsilanti, Eastern Michigan 16, NIU 10. We'll have the post-game show coming up as you're listening to NIU football on the Constantino Law Firm Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner.
Being game day ready means bringing the die-hard passion. All in, all the time. And now you can show your Husky pride everywhere you go with the NIU Visa debit card, free with FMBO free checking. Gear up, game on, and give it up for your NIU Huskies every time you pay. The NIU Visa debit card, only at FMBO. Proud bank partner of NIU Athletics. Bring it. Get yours today at fmbo.com/Huskies. Member FDIC.
You want Jersey Mike's signature sub? You get a number 13 original Italian. You want a dramatic radio idea? You get me. Like this. I'm the 7th string quarterback and the other 6 quarterbacks go down. The coach yells, DeVito, you're in. The crowd is worried until I throw a touchdown. But the other team is celebrating. Apparently, I threw the Jersey Mike's number 13 original Italian I was eating on the sidelines. Whoops. The number 13 original Italian, Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Northwestern Medicine isn't just life-changing for our patients. It can be life-changing for you. Because a career with Northwestern Medicine means you're part of a leading academic health system that offers more paths and opportunities for professional growth and development. Named to the National Honor Roll once again by U.S. News and World Report, Northwestern Medicine is relentless in the pursuit of better medicine. And our people make it possible. Become part of something better. Apply today at jobs.nm.org.
In a world of long wait times, lowered expectations, and increased frustration, the Constantino Law Firm, LLC, remains a fully staffed, full-service law firm serving individuals and small businesses in Northern Illinois. We are committed to the traditional values of service and respect for our clients. We have over 60 years of experience and focus on real estate, civil, criminal, family law, estate planning, probate, DCFS defense, and personal injury matters. We have 3 locations, and we actually answer the phone. Call 815-758-4441 or online at ConstantinoLaw.net.
Welcome to the NIU football postgame show on the Husky Sports Network from Van Wagner. NIU football broadcasts are presented by the Constantino Law Firm. Now, back to Andy Garcia.
Huskies fought to the end again, but they fall 16-10 to Eastern Michigan here in Rynerson Stadium, Ypsilanti. Andy Garcia alongside Mark Lindo here in the booth. Terry Bonadonna will be waiting by the Husky locker room to talk to Thomas Hammock. Tony Strikes, our producer-director, back in the network studios. Again, it was one of those defensive battles. Eastern Michigan comes out. Let's go through some of the scoring today. It started with Eastern Michigan, 7:16 to go in the first quarter. Kessinger with a 35-yard field goal to give the Eagles a 3-0 lead. NIU came right back, a long drive, 13:40 to go, second quarter. Andrew Glass from 30 yards out makes it 3-3. Second quarter, about the end of the first half, 1:42 left. Ryan Kessinger with a 49-yarder. Reminder, Andrew Glass had missed a 40-yarder early in that second